Okay. Okay, hi. So this is gonna be my fifth video of week 4. I'm gonna be doing a Zoom call with my friends. So let's see how this goes. I'm just gonna turn that off. Will this be able to see? This is amazing. Okay, let me just message my friend to tell her that I'm on. Cool. So while I wait for my friend, I'm just gonna start off the video. I'm gonna say, so hi, welcome back to my channel. This is the final video and the final week for my project, and I just wanted to say thank you for following this journey. And at the moment, I'm just waiting on my friend to hop onto the Zoom call, and yeah, so this is gonna be fun, interesting. And we'll see how this goes. I started too early, and my friend's gonna hop on a little later, so we'll see what's gonna go on. Right now, at the moment, updating, I'm currently editing for the rest of week 4 and the rest of week 4, and then this is gonna be raw footage, I believe. I'm not gonna edit this one. I think I will leave it as is. And I just showered, so I'm gonna keep my hair out of my face. Other than that, I feel like it's fine. Just waiting on my friend Adriene. Cool. There we go. So message back, she's gonna come up on here. Let's see how that works out. Oh, by the way, you like my it's kind of cute. I mean, the lights, very festive, very, I don't know. If I had time, I would have put them on the wall, but it's whatever. Just gonna wait on. Ooh, okay. Hello. Are you unmuted? Sorry, I cannot hear you.
Okay, there we go. Can you hear me now?
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
hello.
I had to turn on the sound. Hi, how you doing?
Fine. So just so you know, I'm recording this because it's going to be the final video. So
hey, right on.
Thanks. Yeah, I know. So For
Okay,
anyone that doesn't know or hasn't watched my videos yet, would you like to introduce yourself?
Oh, my name's Adriene Labrador. So I was in one of Roger's videos. I did the letter prompt portion of this whole project, which was really fun. Yeah, really cool.
And then so far, you've been participating in the rest of it. So that was really awesome of you. Thank you so much.
Aw, anytime, Roger.
By the way, you like my ghetto setup?
Oh, I love the lights. Actually, you should see my closet. You can just avoid that. I can't cover that up. I was trying to make my room look nice, but okay.
It's fine. It's fine.
Alrighty.
Yeah. So I just wanted to say, first off, thank you for joining me, and secondly, how was your day so far? Like, what's good with you?
Well, nothing much, but I'm so glad to be helping you out through your whole project where I can. I mean, I've been so busy, so I wish I could do more. But so actually at work we've been putting a lot of overtime, so that's why.
I mean, get your coin. Like, it's December, you know?
Exactly.
I know, like, it's already Christmas, basically. People are really doing, like, Christmas shopping. They're, like, putting up their decorations. Like, a couple houses a few blocks from my house, they're, like, decked out from head to toe in, like, Christmas lights and ornaments and animatronics. I was like, where do you keep all of this? It's ridiculous. It's crazy.
Oh, I wish I had more of that around here.
I know.
Be more
Me
festive.
Too. I know. So I mean, it's been a while since we actually met. In like how many years since you graduated?
I think the only time I've seen you is when I was still working at the bank.
I know,
or
right?
I saw your mom. It's either it was you or your mom, and I was like, "Oh, that's your mom."
I know. It's been such a long time.
That was a long time. Yeah, it was.
I know. I was like, when was the last time I did see you? And then it's like, oh yeah, when she was working at Foodland.
Yeah, in-store branches, man. Oh no, so since we closed down temporarily, which bank were you guys going to?
I think we've been going to the one in Pearl City.
Oh, I see.
Because I think it was the one in Pearl City because it was closer to on the way from my mom's working place and stuff, so she would be able to go to the bank after work if she had to, deposit or anything. Right. It made sense, but also Waipahu was very close too, so it was between those two. But Waipahu was kind of sketchy.
Crazy. I mean, I heard the lines got super duper long there, like out the door before.
Yeah,
so
but
I'm not
at
sure
least
it's still like that.
Yeah, but at least they when the line goes outside, they have it underneath the shade. So at least there are some leeways in comfort. At least.
That's good. Nice. Okay. I was like, oh, I don't know where everyone else was going when my branch closed down for now. And now it's just like, and then I started my new job, so I was like, I had to tell my customers that at least saw my branch that I'm leaving, and they were like, no, you're leaving.
I think they didn't,
like, yeah.
And they're not even opening. They never even opened, I think, American Savings Bank yet.
I think the in-stores are still closed, I think. Even like for other banks, like Bank of Hawaii is still closed.
Oh, because I'm pretty sure the one at Walmart is open already.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they reopened. So the ones in Walmart, I think, are reopened because I think it's because they do a lot of continuous cleaning. I've seen a lot of people being like, I don't know, going in and out, cleaning and stuff like that. So it's fine.
Sanitizing.
Yeah,
okay.
Nice. I think it's fine. So what you been up to what are you gonna be doing for Christmas, I believe?
Christmas? Oh, well, I know because my house, you don't really do anything for the holidays because my mom's a Jehovah's Witness. So, but so normally what I do is I just go hang out with a friend or someone. Probably gonna spend it with Royce this year. So, like a different Thanksgiving. Yeah.
You got somebody.
I know.
Are you gonna be doing like a Secret Santa even though you know who they are? Like, I mean, it's like not even like, it's not even like, it's just like a tiny little gift. Just like, it's not Christmas gift. It's just a gift. Here you go.
Oh yeah, no, that's how I give my mom presents and stuff. I just
I
don't give it
see.
her on Christmas.
Sneaky.
It's just another day, just a regular day.
Yeah. Just like, yeah, it's just a regular present. It's nothing religious or anything like that.
Yeah, exactly. Or here you go. I just don't have to wrap it with Christmas decorations or anything like that. But it's okay. I'm really bad gift wrapping, so I will take that as a win.
I mean, who's good at gift wrapping? Like, to be honest,
God.
like that does not like if it weren't your job, like who's good at gift wrapping?
I guess people who are really good at arts and crafts. I guess I have one friend that makes the ribbon so pretty, and I'm like,
probably,
I want to keep this.
You're right.
I'm like, I keep this ribbon. It's too pretty to get rid of.
I do that too sometimes. You know, if there's like some cute stuff on top, I just keep it in like a tiny little box.
Yeah, do you have like a memento box? Because I have one of those, like
right
full
now,
of stuff from school and stuff.
Right now I have a memento Ziploc.
Oh, that still works. It's
like the ghettoest thing ever. I have like it's like I have like a it's like in a photo booth strip from when the school had that photo booth like a few years way back. And it was me, my friend Jazea, and my friend Bianca and Tyra. We were all dressed up for it. They used all the costumes in the thing, and it was weird. It was funny, but like choices.
I know there's so much choices with those things.
It's funny, but like once again, I wanted to ask, since you graduated and you've done something like this before, what were some of the challenges, if you remember, when you did something like this for school?
Oh, for my senior project?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
How did that go? Like, do you remember anything, like any horror stories?
I feel like the hardest part for my project was, if you remember seeing it, it was in the library. So what I was doing for my senior project, it was the project called 2D or not 2D. Like if 2D animation will get completely replaced with 3D animation, because it feels like a lot of studios are going with 3D over 2D. Like, you know how Disney slowly is transitioning from the classic 2D hand-drawn animations to what you see for like Frozen's like 3D animation. So it was interesting. The hardest part for me to I like the idea, that's what I want to make my project about, but I think the hardest part was trying to figure out what I want to do exactly as the physical medium, because I was trying to actually learn how to animate by hand, but I feel like by the time we did have for the project, I was like, I think that'll be too short to really make something out of that. So what I did was I adapted screenshots of 3D animated movies and transitioned them back to 2D like flats.
Okay.
So, so it's like, if you...
you worked around it.
But, yeah, it worked. But I was just like trying to figure out with Charlotte, like, what do I do? I was like, how will I make this work? I really tried. I was like, So I think once we came with that idea, it kind of flowed from there. But I think it's the hardest part, is just getting things planned out thoughtfully. Like, you could have a really great idea, but how you're going to execute it's going to be kind of hard with time constraints, deadlines, and so forth. Because I know Charlotte was looking for those progress, like where we're at. Like, some people were like, I got nothing really started.
I feel like, that's like the hardest things, I think, were planning it and like coming up with a deliverable. Because that was the hardest part. It was like the hardest part. Like, I was like so frustrated because everything I like put out or like asked or presented to Charlotte was like, okay, but like, and then what? And then I was like, I can't. And then my current project wasn't the thing I initially wanted to do. I initially wanted to do like sort of like a digital gallery type thing where I incorporated traditional mediums with digital space, and then sort of created like a virtual gallery. And then the subjects that I would have been presenting were like the things that were happening in real time. So the stuff with like social justice and all that kind of stuff, like false information, all that kind of thing, like the election that happened in like early November. That was a mess.
That was a trip.
I've never watched the news more intently in my life. because it was either we had 4 more years of orange or a breath of fresh air. I can't, like, it was ridiculous. It was the most scary thing to watch too, because you see both sides, like, of the scale, like, going at it. It's just crazy how people could be so involved.
Yeah, I just felt like this was the most divided election I've ever witnessed. Like,
it's like violent.
It was like making me nervous. Like, whoever was gonna win, I feel like there's gonna be something gonna happen here.
And then there's like memes and stuff like about like a civil war or something.
That's what I thought. Yeah, I was like, are we really gonna fight? Are people gonna start?
And I was like, are people gonna fight? Are they gonna throw hands? Like,
I know.
It's like, is this gonna duke it out in like a boxing ring? Because I actually say Joe Biden might actually win, because Trump looks like he can't throw a punch to save his life. It's like crazy.
I just feel like whoever they voted for, that's who they voted for, and I'm like, I just don't want to start swinging hands for no reason.
It's like, I'm just saying, 74 million people voted for a racist. I'm just saying.
I just feel like I'd rather judge someone by their character and
I know.
Probably, they make things a better place.
It's very common sense, to be fair. Like, there's a person that's screaming and yelling and like denying democracy, whereas the other person is calm, level-headed, trying to just continue on and move forward. I mean, there are two vastly different people, and it's just crazy how people are still supporting the person that's going all out just to be the winner, and then he's clearly the losing party. It's just crazy.
Well, at least I guess the most positive outcome of this whole election was the fact that more people actually voted for once. So
I know
that was something that was pretty cool. I will at least agree with. At
the
least
turnout was crazy.
Got out there.
The numbers.
I was just like,
the numbers were way higher than I thought they were gonna be, especially compared to all the other years. Like, so many people voted.
Right.
It was crazy.
It was.
I would like to ask, what was the first thought that you had when I asked you about helping me out with this project? Because I know it's kind of a weird thing to ask somebody, especially since it's like, you already talked, and it's like, why would you need to like add? It's so weird, like,
to be part of someone's project. I mean, for me, I was like, wow, you really want to pick someone like me? I was like, okay. I mean, my file was actually very flattering. It's just the only thing I was worried about. I was like, oh man, I just don't know if I'll be busy. That's the only thing since I started my job and all that stuff. But I was like, you know what? For you, Roger, I will try to make the time.
I mean, like, my thinking was, out of all the people that I know, Adrienne's probably the only one that I know that would actually respond anyway. It's just because a lot of the people I know are either not on island, so they're in a different time zone.
Oh yeah, like they probably moved, off island after college.
I know.
Yep,
and then
that's common.
Yeah, so a couple of my friends that I could have asked, they're not here on island anymore, and
Aww.
I believe the friend that I asked earlier, my friend Aidan, so the one that yeah. So he lives in like a rural area of Oregon, so his connection services, it's like
it's rough.
It's rough.
It's going through it.
It's going through
2020.
Yes. And I kind of feel bad for my friend, especially since for some reason this like last few weeks is like super busy for him, and then he's been having such major personal problems with like a landlord or whatever.
Oh goodness.
Yeah, so I'm like, yo, you know what, you do you. I mean, like, I'm not mad at you for like, it's all circumstance, like personal life definitely just got in the way, and it's fine. It's just, so inconvenient. But at least he participated in a majority. He tried.
Yeah, he definitely tried.
That's what counts. We tried.
It counts. Yeah.
It counts.
I was like, I know, because if I feel like if I had at least someone that would want to help me, if I had that kind of project, I was like, that's really cool to have someone be there.
I mean, like, I didn't expect to like actually record myself and do all this like production and everything. It's like I have mad respect for a lot of YouTubers now, especially those that do daily vlogging. Oh my
Oh my
God.
goodness. I feel like I can't even do a vlog because it's like my life isn't that interesting.
Yeah, like
I just go to work.
like what's happening that's interesting being at home 24/7 like
during quarantine.
during quarantine? I
Like,
mean,
what am I gonna do?
the only fun things I did was go to the store, and that was just
That's
a
it.
couple videos ago, so it's not that really fun. It's just nothing fun at all.
Yeah, that's true. Because I just want to be safe as most part.
That's true. Okay, so I wanted to ask, what was something that you were looking forward to in 2020 that got canceled?
I was looking forward to KawaiiCon because I've been going to KawaiiCon like every year since I think I finished high school.
Oh my god.
So I was sad that we broke it. I was like, no, my record.
I knew you were gonna say that. It was either KawaiiCon or some sort of con that was gonna happen on the island. Like, all of that got canceled. And you know what?
Yeah, I was bummed.
That really sucked. But the one thing that I wanted to do that was on my bucket list, since I was supposed to be going to Canada. I know, yeah. I wanted, because it was gonna be during the summer and it was gonna be on my birthday. I was like, yo, this would have been so dope. And then it was like,
my birthday vacation's ruined.
It's fine. I mean, like, they postponed it to next year, so it's gonna hopefully nothing bad happens, but you know, just crossing my fingers. But yeah, I was gonna actually do a vlog series while I was there, like with
that
my
would
tiny
be
camera.
fun. You should.
I would have. I think this project really kind of spearheaded me into doing a YouTube channel. I've been tiptoeing around it. I was wondering, this sounds kind of fun, but I wouldn't know what to do for content.
How would they find me? What would people be looking me up for exactly?
I mean, if anything, I would do it for myself. Just to record life in general, and I feel like that would have been a easy starting point. And then do whatever I wanted. And it's just there's so much things though to go over, copyrights and stuff like that. Making sure you don't have certain stuff in your videos, you can't say certain words. You'd get age restricted if you say a cuss word. I'm like,
oh yeah, I heard YouTube they can demonetize because of that. You can't swear anymore.
I'm doing this for money. What is this? It's who the heck's gonna watch me? This is for fun.
For fun.
It's you gotta loosen up.
That's why I miss old days YouTube where there was no ads.
Susan messed it up. Susan messed it up.
It's why you guys gotta do this to us? That's why I feel that's why I hardly actually use YouTube, to be honest. I don't really know what to watch anymore. I feel like
YouTube has been the only thing I watched this whole time we were stuck inside. It was just crazy. But one of the things that I actually did want to do as bucket list type of thing, it was go to Power Morphicon.
What's that?
Power Morphicon. So if you don't know, it's a convention for Power Rangers.
Oh,
I was like,
oh my god, I didn't know they have that. Yeah, that sounds pretty fun.
All of most of the people, the Tommy Oliver, so Jason, and all those other Power Rangers. I was like, yo, some of the original cast from Mighty Morphin to Ninja Storm to Dino.
Okay. My childhood. Oh my
even
goodness.
Lightspeed Rescue. My god, Lightspeed Rescue. Hey, no, they're the first responders, firefighters. What's good? I like the whole concept too. It was superhero first responders. So there's a person that was an air, what's it again? The an EMT, a firefighter, marine person, a marine biologist type person,
cool.
An airman. This is an eclectic group.
This is wow.
It's like an eclectic group, and there's like special SWAT type dude. I was like, okay.
All right.
But yeah,
okay.
it was like something that I wanted to try going to because it would have been fun to go to, because grew up watching it all the time on like I forget, like this, they had it on the CW for a bit, and then they moved it to, I believe, ABC Family in the mornings before they turned into Freeform.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's funny because I always totally forget that ABC Family is now Freeform too. So I mean, I don't have cable. I know, right? I don't really use it anymore, so that's why all these changes when I use someone's TV that has cable, it's like, what channel is what? I don't know what that is anymore.
Like, I think it's just weird because like some places just is interesting. There's like places that they do for sets, and then it's like you can actually visit, and it's like, really? I want to do that. Okay. I want to visit. Like, I want to visit. This is so nice. This is dope. I'm like, what is good?
That is so cool.
Yeah.
Speaking of other cool things with sets, did you hear about Japan, Universal Studios Japan gonna have Nintendo Land? It looks really good. And I was just like,
never seen that yet.
I saw a picture of it. I was just like, wow.
I was
amazed.
That's cool. That's dope. It is.
I was like, wow.
It's like, so I just wanted to ask, how many hours of TikTok have you been scrolling through? Have you been on TikTok?
It's funny. I don't have the app. I just see the TikTok videos through my Instagram.
Really?
Or my friends share it to me. I feel like it's good that I don't have the app.
Because I'll be stuck on there.
Yeah, I feel like that's a rabbit hole I'm trying not to get into.
That's a deep rabbit hole. Mm-hmm.
I know. A lot of my friends look like, they're like, I can be on this for hours. Like,
yeah, this is not gonna happen. Like,
do you have TikTok on your phone? No.
If I did, I wouldn't be sleeping.
I know. I'm just watching so much of these. Like, I'm like, oh, what's that?
And then, a lot of movies that were supposed to come out had to be postponed, or they had to like cut filming. I was like, yo, that really sucks.
That does. It really does, though.
And then 2020 has been like the worst year. So many famous people died.
Isn't that sad? I was like, oh my god.
First it was Kobe. Now it was like Black Panther, my guy.
I know, Chadwick. I was like, oh my gosh. I didn't know.
I didn't know he had cancer. I didn't know he had cancer. I was like, whoa.
Oh, he was like, that was like my favorite movie, and it's like, how are they gonna continue without him to make a new one?
No. So people were saying resurrect Killmonger and have him become
the new Black Panther.
Yeah, as possibility, because that's kind of sad. Like, they're not gonna have the character anymore.
Yeah, it's
to go around. I mean, like, they could.
Recast, but like he was so perfect. He was. That's why I was like, I can't see another Black Panther besides Chadwick Boseman being Black Panther. I was like,
like, they could do what they did with what was her name again? The lady from Breakfast with Tiffany at Tiffany's. I'm gonna be so mad that I don't remember, but they like CGI'd her face onto an actress that kind of looked like her.
Oh,
do a commercial. Yeah, I was like,
huh.
I mean, it's a possibility.
Not the same, but
not the same, but it's a possibility. Like what they did with Paul Walker. Because they're in the middle of filming and he died, so then he had his brother
fill in, and then
they just like CGI'd his face. That's crazy.
That's I mean, they could try, but I don't know.
I know.
I don't know. It's crazy.
I mean, and then the popularity with like streaming services have been growing too. Like, have you subscribed to Disney Plus? Or HBO Max?
I actually did for both for a while, then I canceled them to save some money because I wasn't using them after I finished watching my shows. Like, once I finished watching The Mandalorian.
Wait, The Mandalorian, girl, you canceled
the second season, right?
Yeah, you canceled it wrong.
I was like, oh no.
Bro, they brought in Ahsoka Tano.
For real?
Yeah.
Really? Oh my god.
Yes, and her twin white lightsabers, girl.
Oh my this is so hard. I know, I have to
Rosario
figure out
Dawson. Okay, by the way, I'm just saying this for camera. Spoiler alerts. If you've never watched it,
Oh.
sorry about it. But like Rosario Dawson
ears.
as Ahsoka Tano was, everybody was going batshit crazy for it. Like there was like a whole like divide where there's fans that were okay with it and fans that were so mad because of that whole controversy with Rosario Dawson and something about misgendering somebody.
Oh.
Yeah, so like they're like saying, oh, they shouldn't have this transphobe being Ahsoka Tano or something like that. And it's like,
oh, oopsie.
I mean, like I don't want to get into it, but like I don't want to accuse anybody of whatever, but like because I don't know the whole story, but that's what people were saying, and I was like, yo, that's and then the people that were mad were the people like the Lucas Industries or whatever, the filming studio or the company that had the rights to Star Wars franchise until they sold it to Disney, but still like, and then people were like mad because it was being so successful. Like the Mandalorian is more successful than the what's again the sequel trilogy.
Oh, the last like trilogy they made, right? I didn't. You know what's funny? I never watched The Rise of Skywalker. Like I totally missed out on watching.
People were saying it was.
I heard it was bad.
People were saying it was bad.
I was like, okay.
It's like people were saying that Rey was a trash character. I was like, oh. Yo, people out here just ruining careers, just like, yo, this person's trash, and then blast all over media. I was like,
like, oof, it's hard. I feel like for someone to be a movie that's like so bad, it feels like it's hard for them to recover from that. You're like, oh, oh dear.
It's like, oh.
It's like we call it Robert Pattinson going to be the new Batman.
Oh yeah.
So, but I feel like a lot of people
but like
still,
a young Batman, like this is
a younger one. And I was like, I feel like he'll be fine.
Yeah, I feel like he'll do fine.
He'll be fine.
I mean, he has that whole macabre vibe, like that whole dark outlook. Just because he did Edward Cullen and the Harry Potter series, but he got yeeted after the fourth. He got yeeted from the fourth video. I mean, the fourth film.
Right. I was like, oh, that's so sad. I always forget he was in that movie, and I'm like, it's him.
Was that before? Was that before or after Twilight?
I feel like he looked younger in the Harry Potter movies, though.
So you think that
younger?
He was that? So that was before Twilight?
I don't know. Was that before?
Maybe that's why he got killed off.
So you can just you're now in Twilight.
Like which franchise was better? Which franchise was better? I have beef with Twilight, honestly, because it just, I don't know. I like the whole concept of vampire movies, but Twilight just ruined vampire and werewolf
the
movies.
image of it.
Like, yo, it's like vampires sparkling, my dude. What?
What's up with that? I was so confused.
I was confused.
I guess,
like,
I don't know. Do you have to read the books to really appreciate Twilight, the movies? I mean, I watched the movies because my friends watched it, right? And I was like, I'm just gonna tag along because you want to watch it, and then
I don't know.
I'm not too sure how I feel about the movies, and then I'm like,
it's just weird. Like, honestly, in comparison to like other better vampire movies like Blade or Underworld, those were way better than Twilight. I'm sorry, but like they were way better.
It's just like, oops. I don't know how much people get upset by that, but I don't know. Maybe it's just because if I read the book, maybe I would. I don't know if I want to read it.
Like, I think it just appealed to the younger. I mean, I think it appealed more to like teenagers and like that whole romance type of deal. I feel like that's what they were appealing to, but some of it's kind of questionable. Like, Jacob falls in love with a child, even if she was like a vampire, like a born vampire or whatever.
Right.
Like, I don't know how that I feel about that. Oh, did you see that they were doing a continuation of Shark Boy and Lava Girl?
I think I saw the picture of it. I was like, is that real? Is that
I don't
really
know.
like...
I don't know.
I was laughing because
low key want to say it was real, but damn, if it was, I feel old.
So funny because speaking about Twilight and then Shark Boy and Lava Girl, I was just like, I forgot, Shark Boy was Taylor Lautner the whole time as a kid. I was like, I wouldn't even think about it.
Right? Like, there's so many
same
people
dude.
in, like there were so many people in movies that you did not know were in. Like, once again,
like, what?
Do you watch Disney DComs when they were coming out on Disney Channel, like on TV?
Original movies. Oh yes, I remember that was my childhood.
DComs.
I was so excited for those as a kid.
So Kristen Stewart, the Bella from
Twilight,
was in one of was extra in a Disney DCom.
Which one?
The 13th year, she played just a background character that was standing in line for a water fountain. I was just like, that's like the most obscure fact I've ever heard of.
That's what I gotta look up. That's her.
That's her. Like a red ball.
Yeah, it's a circle. You should make not just a red ball. We gotta make the Mickey Mouse drawing over here like.
I don't think she's ever done that before, even if she was on Disney, sort of.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
That's so crazy.
Okay, so time to get serious. I just wanted to say, I wanted to ask a serious question.
Okay.
What was probably the hardest part about having to stay home? I mean, other than having to having to temporarily close off from your job and stuff like that, like, how was it coping, like being like isolated from like other people besides the people that you're with? Like, how did that feel for you? Because for me, it was kind of like, oh, the same, but like also I'm tired.
So it's like, I'm just upset I can't go out if I want.
I know, like, you really appreciated going out, right?
It's like, I love my family and all, but sometimes I do like to go out.
Like, I even miss going to campus, the drive there, walking through.
I mean, like, I feel like it's so hard for you guys, people still going to school.
I know.
Like, it's not the same.
It's so unmotivating.
Exactly. Like, I'm going to be paying how much tuition just to be home?
Yo, but tuition was cheap.
It's like, I hope they gave you guys a big discount or something.
Like, it's like, because like in class got canceled, so it's like you didn't have to pay any of those fees. Transportation fees gone.
Oh, thank goodness! I was like, they
like,
give
why
some
would
kind
transportation fee like? To be
why
fair,
would you make
fees? Like,
I ain't going anywhere.
Like, I drove to school. Like, after my first 2 semesters, I drove to school. Like,
right.
Like, what? But it's just one of those things that you miss.
It's just tacked on as a fee.
Going to school. I even missed the city bus. Which is kind of disgusting when you think about it.
Oh yeah, no, I still take the bus to work.
Don't you drive?
No. It's funny. I did got my learner's permit last year and it expired.
Girl!
And I'm like, I don't want to go to the DMV. So I'm gonna try to do the mailing thing once. I have to get a vision certificate though. And I was just like, this is a lot of work for something I'm not really gonna use it to drive. It's just like my valid ID is not even valid anymore. And I was like, oh no. Because
that would have been so good for you. That way you wouldn't have to be in a shared space with so many strangers.
I just try to stay away from everyone, make sure my eye protection, my glasses,
at least they're very strict on the bus for the mask mandate and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, they're pretty good about it. Like, okay, so my drivers, if they catch someone without their mask, they literally call them out. Be like, you have to put it all the way up, or you have to put it on.
These people are coming out with it only goes up to here.
It's I'm like, no, baby, what is you doing when your nose is
that defeats the purpose.
You're like these.
It's like, what is that? And then some people they're like, it's like covering their nose, but their mouth is or like it's like not even on all the way.
I was like, oh my gosh. Do you not see how everyone else is wearing it?
I
There's
know,
signs
like,
on the bus that shows
I
you how to put it
know.
on. And I'm like, how hard is it?
I don't know. This is crazy. But like you just miss everything.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, like, there's always some cases where I would actually go out and dine in if I see how empty it looks. I'm like, if I'm like one of the few people there, if I'm super far away, then I wouldn't mind. But
I know.
like, ew, yeah. So most restaurants are pretty good about spacing out and stuff. But if it looks too crowded, I would try not to. I'd rather just maybe do takeout.
I don't know. Like I wouldn't do delivery services because they charge way too much.
Oh my gosh! To get a pizza delivered from the pizza and on the coolie to my house, the delivery fee was like, I might as well just pick it up myself.
I know, right?
Like, I was like, oh gosh.
My cousin works as a pizza delivery person, so I'm like, yo, if I ever order pizza, can you deliver it?
It's like, sure. Or okay, that's the thing too, because I know because of the whole quarantine, I feel like I want to tip the drivers a little bit more because they're dealing with a quarantine thing.
They're essential workers.
Exactly.
They're essential workers.
Like,
it's crazy how some people are so disrespectful. I feel like when you don't wear a mask, it's just a slap in the face to everybody that works so hard to like keep you safe.
Exactly, that's what I was thinking too. Because
I was like,
I don't know. I think what happened was a lot of people said it's more like
people are like
it's weird. I think they brought it as a political thing. I'm like, no, it's not. This is just your safety. Like, oh my God.
I know. And then they're saying that the information is not real. It's like it's like tell that to like the 200,000 plus people that died. Like, hello.
Oh yeah, no, it's crazy. I mean, it's like it sucks because usually probably the people that probably caught it was probably from people that weren't like caring to follow these a little bit.
I mean, people at Trump rallies got sick. I'm like, ooh. I feel like that was karma and anything because like, yo, you guys knew this is not fake. Like this is not fake, and yet you guys keep doing this. It's like, what is going on? Sympathies though out to everybody that are working during this pandemic. It's crazy.
That's
My mom's a hotel worker too, so
oh yeah, I remember.
So it's like it's crazy.
It's rough. I felt like it was rough for people that worked in hotels when the quarantine started because they weren't able to work.
It wasn't. It was bad.
Out of work for a long time, and I was just like,
we were doing unemployment for a lot. Yeah.
I was like, oh gosh.
And the unemployment benefits just run out way too quick because like it's kind of unrealistic the amount they pay you, especially since Hawaii has a higher rate of living than most states. So it's
like the rent. Oh, just paying rent is really rough here.
Paying bills, mortgage, everything is just ridiculous. And then I almost had a job.
Wait, where? Almost.
I almost had a job. And it was a paying job too. Almost.
For who? What?
The Mililani Public Library.
Oh, I always wanted to work at a library, to be honest.
Either like work at a library or a bookstore because I love reading books. It's just lately I have been too busy to do any reading because I've been mainly doing research like the first half of the semester, and then this other half has just been filming and editing. Right now I'm like in the middle of editing. Busy. It's just like this is so much editing for. It's like I thought this was gonna be good, and then like the teacher's like, oh, you should add like stuff to it. Like
it's like, what else?
You want more? It's like, yeah, if you want it, it's like you want it good, right? I was like, call me out. Call me out in this.
Good, but
yeah. So far, I have all my videos so far have been either filmed or in the process of editing or have been uploaded and posted. So right now, I just have a couple more, and then this one. So this is crunch time, and then I have my paper due by the 13th.
Ooh, that is coming up. It's like it's already the 2nd of December. I mean, I was looking at the date.
Like, okay, I did all the research. It's just needing to
right.
into words.
Okay, right.
It's just I'm bad at words.
I know I'm bad. I think I can't.
My papers are trash. And the minimum is 12 pages.
But isn't it double spaced at least? Does that make it? Is it double spaced?
It's double spaced, but like
that makes me feel better.
I mean, I have it's like 12 pages including the literature review. Mm-hmm. So it's the literature review is part of the 12 pages, so it's fine. I only have 8 more to do. But like
I am so bad at writing, to be honest.
I feel like I'm gonna do a lot of crying next week, and before the 13th, I'm just gonna do a lot of crying. You know, just quietly in my room.
Like just like, help me.
Help, Jesus.
Me.
It's like, Jesus.
Help, please.
The hardest part, though, to keep up with is probably the blog. The blogging part is the hardest part to keep up with, because I feel like I haven't done much with the blog because I've been so busy with the videos. But the videos are essentially like my blog, because I also talk about the stuff that went wrong.
So it's like, oopsies, all the little things that came out.
I mean, would it be possible?
Like,
I think it would be okay, just like link video. This is my blog. Link video. Link video.
You mean? I mean, it doesn't hurt to ask if you can do that.
Because like basically, it's because a vlog is a video blog, right?
Right. Exactly. Right. I mean, I feel like it doesn't hurt to try to ask if you can just use that as your blog.
I know. I mean, you want transcripts? Sorry, I don't got it.
It's like
sorry,
no,
I don't got it.
I didn't transcribe this. I'm sorry.
Oh my god. I actually miss going to class, like having actual physical class, because
exactly.
I am like going crazy at home, so unmotivated.
Like cabin fever, man. It be real though. It's like I want to go out, but I shouldn't be just going out.
It's just, and I have class tomorrow. I think it's the last one with Charla is tomorrow.
Oh.
And like, I'm kind of scared going to class.
Charles will look at you like, so what did you guys do? And
like, and it's like,
oh. You see here. The problem is.
And then like, one of the most problematic things happened was corrupt footage. I was like,
oh. How
like,
does that happen? I don't know.
I wasn't
really do video, but it can happen, and I was just like, ooh, I don't even know.
Yeah, I was like, that's like the worst thing that ever happened to me in life.
It's just like, why?
I feel like this is gonna be the longest video I've ever done, but I'm not gonna edit this. This is gonna be raw and in charge.
I'm so glad I haven't even swore yet by accident, because sometimes
that went out the window for me. I swore earlier, so it's just fine. It's fine.
Bleep.
It's like disclaimer. There's profanity. Sorry.
I said a swore.
Do you have any questions for me? Moi?
Let's see. You know, I should have actually thought I should have came up with questions beforehand.
I mean, this is just impromptu. Just do it.
Like, yeah, just anything. Do things.
It's good.
Let's see.
Drama, anything. I don't got drama. I'm perfect. Joking.
Okay. So you know how you told me that you gave Charlotte your photos for your senior spotlight post? So how did you decide which pictures to use though? Because I feel like we didn't have that thing for us, like from my cohort.
You guys didn't you guys presented?
Like, yes, we presented, so that's why I was like, oh, I think that's why we didn't have to do that. But I was just like, it feels awkward to send your professor like photos of yourself, because I was like, how do you pick one? It's like,
I mean,
did she tell you like a criteria for it, or?
Yeah, like she said stuff like I believe it was one before college, so high school graduation or junior year. The old photo of me was from junior year. I was so much darker.
I was looking like, oh, you had a tan back then, Roger.
I was like, I was so much darker. I was like, who is this?
I thought I looked darker too back in high school. I think I
is
got
that
tan.
weird? Like people, you were darker back when you were younger. It's like you're darker, and then for some reason you just lightened up. And I was like, huh?
I think because back then I used to be outside more because I used to actually walk home from high school.
It's like the exposure
in the sun. Yeah, I used
the
to be in the
exposure
sun,
lighting
right?
just went up for us as we got older. We got our skin lightened.
Oh yeah, I feel like even especially during this quarantine, I hardly go during the sun. So like daytime, I'm usually at work before sun rises, and when I go home, it's already kind of like sundown already. So I barely get the sun on my skin. So. Yeah, so I feel like I got paler because of quarantine.
Well, yeah, people were like, I mean, you can go outside your house. But
I don't want my
like,
neighbors to see me tan, you know? Like,
stay inside. That was probably
just
hard.
Imagine just tanning and your neighbors next door can see. I was like, this is awkward. It's just like, no.
Low-key, I thought I heard someone snoring, but I think it was just my brother's video game.
Oh, God.
I was like, But yeah, that was quarantine.
It's just so surreal to think that we're living through a pandemic. Was crazy. Just the fact that we gotta just deal with the restrictions, which I totally understand. But oh my gosh, this is weird because I thought we'll go through this in the next few years, not this year. I thought this was gonna be the year all the cool stuff was gonna happen.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh man, this timing.
Mom's here. She's in the background. But yeah, it's crazy what's happening now. It's just, you didn't expect to be living during a pandemic, and it's just like, oh, this is like a movie that's not gonna stop, is it?
Exactly.
It's just like, this is a continuous bad trailer that's just going on and on and on and on and on and on. It's just, I can't deal with it.
It's like just dragging a show that should have been done seasons ago.
Yeah, like they just keep coming up with plot holes. It's like, oh, she came back to life. What? She's back. She's back. She's back. Hello, bye, good night. But yeah, that's just crazy.
It's so weird. It's just so weird. At least, like, I don't even know. Like, imagine in the future if they have to write about this in a textbook.
In a textbook? God.
Like, ew, God.
TikTok is gonna be like one section.
It's a sentence.
Nah, it's like a full-on section, like multiple paragraphs, multiple pages, chapters, even sections of it.
Different TikTokers of the day, back in the day.
The scandals.
Scandals. Ooh.
I mean, I feel like people are more, since no one has anything to do, I feel like people were really focused on people in the media. Like, they were very, like, poignant, and, like, it was just zoomed in. Like, people were, everything about their business, like, their relationship status, what's going on with them is like, it's like a very extreme version of, like, a reality TV show where people are just really tuned in. Like, things that happen over TikTok, relationships, or, like, news. I was like, what? Is this really news? Whoever so-and-so broke up with so-and-so, and then she's like, oh, I guess.
It's funny because I feel like I probably don't even know these people. If I saw this post, I'm like, I don't even know who these people are.
Yeah, like half of these people are like,
I don't know
who are these people. Who are you?
Who is that? Who's this girl that lost so much TikTok followers? I don't know who she even is, and why.
It's like, that's suspicious. Deal. That's weird.
I don't know. Okay, but I'm like, okay.
That's suspicious. That's weird.
I just don't know if that's really news report worthy, but okay.
No.
I think they're really just trying to find things to just make a news report on, and I'm like, okay, that's not really news, but I guess you're just trying to find something to talk about.
Some other question. I feel like I need to talk to you more in depth about my project. I feel like I want to ask you something. I want to ask you maybe what I feel like, what do you think about how communication has progressed so far? Like from week to week, I've been doing stuff from that progressively got more technology involved.
Oh yeah, I
Like,
noticed that. Yeah, that's
and
cool.
like that sort of shows that was to show like the evolution of technology synonymous
Mm-hmm.
with the advancement in communication, and then it's sort of just expanding because everything is being digitized now and everything is trying to be better than what it was now. And I feel like in many years later it's going to be like immersive virtual reality, where like, you know, like Sword Art Online, that kind of thing. Like you connect, or like the
Oh,
Matrix.
right.
I feel
You
like
know, it's
that's
funny.
Mhm.
I Speaking about like virtual reality, did I tell you I got an Oculus Quest?
Ooh, no,
Yeah,
but that
I
sounds
do.
fun.
Yeah. So I guess that's as close as we can get so far as this game. Those VR
I
headsets and
know, like
rigs.
I feel like, what is your take on like communications right now? I mean, like, I feel like social interaction has been the most important this year, especially since a lot of people,
Mm-hmm.
especially those that were struggling with like mental illness and like some sort of disorder. Like, I feel like it was really important that they were able to connect with people, and I feel like so like communication had to
Right.
evolve, or like
Exactly.
communication had to be worked to its fullest capacity this year than it has ever been, like 2019, 2018, 2017. Like all of those years were like small compared to like now. Like,
Right.
do you think it's gonna keep going, or do you think like it's gonna sort of like level out and then maybe stay stagnant for a bit as people have started integrating more into society again rather than staying cooped
Mm-hmm.
up and isolated?
You know, that's the thing too, because I feel like once people actually can really go out again, I feel like it's gonna be weird in the sense like,
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know how people are gonna be like now, because maybe they'll probably be being nervous being around other people now. Who
Yeah.
knows? It
I
could be
feel
like
like people
something
are
like
just gonna
that, you
be
know?
very introverted, just like, yo, out of my
I
space.
have a shell. I want my 6 feet in general away from me, please. Just 6 feet away.
I mean, I feel like it's gonna also affect like relationships. I mean, in a sense that it's not gonna be conventional anymore. I think there's like things. It's like you're in a relationship at the moment.
Right.
Are you guys living together?
Oh no. So I mean, it would be easier if we did somehow, but no. So he lives in like Aiea side, and I live in Ondakuli, so that's kind of like a distant thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like we do meet up like just to our houses, so, like once a week or so forth. But
are you one of those couples that are like FaceTiming every night before you go to sleep and stuff like that?
you know, I don't think Royce has a. So Royce has an Android. I have an iPhone. So yeah. So
well, they say
I
that
mean,
they say differences attract, so opposites attract.
I was like, it's okay. Yeah, my expensive, my iPhone 11. Yeah, it's like,
Bruh.
but it's just like, bro, he's like, you paid how much for this? I'm like, I'm gonna pay it all at once, okay? But
I mean,
it does the job. I don't need the 12 at least. I upgraded from a 7
the
to
12
the 11.
looks ridiculous.
I was like, I'm okay. Like I just got this one.
I mean, that one is like a good middle ground. The 12 is ridiculous. It's like it's either way too big or way too small.
Right. Because I was looking, I was like, you know, I just want to change from at least 7 and up. Because
I don't understand. I don't understand how.
Be better.
I don't understand their thinking when they came up with the 12 mini. Like they spent all of their design effort to making it bigger.
It's like, why do you want to compress it?
And then now they've made it smaller?
I don't know. I guess just give people options, because I don't have the plus size. I just have the regular 11. Like it's not a plus, because I feel like the bigger phones is just too big for me, I think. Because I like to put things in my pockets, like my phone. Yeah.
Okay,
so maybe that's the reason, but I don't know.
Yeah.
But
I feel like
it's a lot of work they made.
Do you think moving forward, do you think going out with friends is going to be different now, or like the term going out with friends is going to be seen as different in a sense that now it's not constrained to meeting up, but like people being like, oh, video chat, like, oh, hey, you want to do like a movie night, and then they just share a screen.
Like, that would be cool.
Like, do you think it's gonna change, or is it gonna be sort of like people will opt to go out more just because of having to be inside a lot, or having this option of convenience, and then it's gonna just be part of daily life?
Right. See, that's the thing though. I feel like once you really could actually hang out in person again, I feel like I would really enjoy that, in the sense that it's someone I really want to see in person for a long time. It makes you appreciate more, I think, when you actually hang out in person. But I do like the idea that there is the option that we can still like hang out through Discord or something like that. You know, like if that doesn't work out, like we have options and we shouldn't feel bad. You know, like if you rather us stay home, we're good. We can. It was actually it was like early quarantine, I think. So me and my friends would actually watch anime through Discord together, and it was pretty fun. Like I enjoyed that. It was pretty good. But then I started getting super busy, so I hardly joined the streams and stuff. But I just feel like once you can really hang out with my friends in person again, I think I'm just really going to appreciate the time they will take out of their day just to hang out with me. You know, it's like it's planned. It's like it's a whole setup thing.
So I feel like everything's just gonna be weird. I mean, it's gonna be different.
It's kind of feel awkward thing. I feel like I'm gonna be a little shy with everyone. I'm like, I hardly seen you in so long.
It's like it's gonna be weird, right? It's just gonna be. I feel like, if anything, I think the industry, I mean, in terms of people going to work, I feel like there's gonna be a lot of at-home working now, because people are so used to being at home working now. I feel like telecommunicating and like online work is going to be more prominent, or I feel like this is sort of like a wake-up call to administrators and like businesses to have that option available,
right?
And like school, like I feel like the government should have had something for people like in schools and stuff like that to have like a plan, and now they've had like I think the university has come up with like a rudimentary plan just in case if this happens again. And I feel like
exactly precautions, you know,
I feel like something like this should have been planned for, but like not necessarily hoping that it would happen, but like they should have planned for the eventuality that at some point maybe like we'd have to do all virtual learning,
right?
And then when it first happened, I feel like that was probably the most stressful time for I think teachers in general,
right? Exactly, right?
I felt bad for Roel because I had my leadership class with him, and then once quarantine hit, it was like, oh, he had to book it, like he had to plan, like transfer all his plans into a digital format, and then try to like adjust the format as to how he was going to present everything into a digital place. It was like all of this. It's just like, oh, this is there's like not enough time to even do this change as well, because I think we went into quarantine right after spring break.
Oh, it was very abrupt for the schools. That's why.
Yeah,
like, there's not enough time.
Oh. And then I kind of, and it was very disproportionate when you think about it, because it was mostly the places that were highly affected were places of poverty or higher poverty rate, and then I think it was probably something that the schools didn't account for at the time, or it was just something that was sort of like a casualty in this whole mess, that people in poor areas weren't able to attend, or maybe weren't able to participate. I felt like that was something sort of like a wake-up call for everybody. It's just like, yo, this is something that's happening, and like this is an immediate change, and people had to adapt, or something, or they'll just flop all in general. Like a lot of local businesses had to close down, or a lot of newer businesses that just opened had to shut down completely.
Right, exactly.
It was kind of sad to see, especially.
Or like I felt bad for, like, you know how restaurants were actually trying to get their places set up in order to do in person, like they got the walls and everything, but they still had to close down for the quarantine. So I was like, they spent money to fix up their place just to get shut down for a while, and they're like, spent money, and they're like, I felt bad for them too. Like everyone's just trying to prepare, and then you're like, we can't even keep our store open right now. So,
and I feel like it was also the fault of the people. Like some people, they couldn't just they couldn't wait to just leave their house, and then it's like it just increased the amount of cases. Like I think it was back in June. I would say it was June, starting summer, I think May. I saw like an influx of people at the beach because they were able to open the beaches again.
Oh, right.
And then there were so many people because we decided to do a drive around Waikiki because my mom wanted to see the status of her working place and if it was still boarded up or if there was anybody there working on sanitizing the area. And we saw while we were passing by her work, the strip was crowded with people at the beach. It was crazy how many people were there. I was like, this is not not okay.
I have not even went to the beach at all since quarantine.
I know.
It's like I could use tan, but it can wait. I don't know, because I'm not too sure how the rules work too. Because I heard people, I don't know if they're still doing it now. Because I heard people are still getting citation cited for like, I'm not too sure why exactly.
Or like
filling on the shoreline and not really swimming or something like that.
There was also the thing about any bigger groups more than 5 people are gonna get fined or whatever.
Yeah, that's especially wondering, like,
5 or more.
I think it was charged.
Yeah, it's like if it was, I think no groups smaller than 5 are allowed. I was like, yo. And then my auntie and my cousin work in TSA at the airport, so they also have a difficult job too. Especially since people,
kind of rough. Yeah.
So a lot of things are just going in and out. It's just happening all around us. It's crazy.
It is, because I don't know. Because actually, it's funny. So even though the quarantine did happen, I think I was still working the whole time. But it was like. It was even before my branch, my in-store branch closed down. I was actually on vacation when that happened. So by the time I came back from vacation, I was relocated to Mililani side. That's why I was just like, I've been lucky to still be working at all. Like I thought we might have got furloughed or something, like some of my friends did. I was just happy to have something a job.
I mean, because the bank, because for some reason banks never have they either have a lot of tellers or not enough.
Oh yeah, some places were lacking of, I believe.
Yeah, so I think it was a good idea that they relocated some people, because I think some places they didn't have that many people working at the tellers, and there was a lot of people that do go to the bank. Even when the pandemic hit, people were still going in and cashing in their checks because they had to work too. So
there's some people that still worked. Yep.
Yeah.
So there's that, and what was that? What day was it where you got some days were just so busy, but I forgot why. Oh, it was when people were probably getting their stimulus. That's when we got super busy at the banks.
Oh yeah, so a lot of the banks had to route money.
Or asking about like, is my stimulus in there? I'm like, oh, I don't
know. That's the one thing that also probably one of the kind of failures in a way, because the stimulus check didn't last that long, and like a lot of people had to rely on that because their job completely shut, or they were furloughed for a bit, and then like they're still not at their job yet. And then I feel like, especially since a lot of people were having problems with finance and health insurance at the same time. I was like,
that's true.
Yeah, it kind of really affected the way people had to go about, because a lot of people were scared, I feel like, going to the doctors too, because they were afraid that they might, get sick while going
like,
to a doctor.
Knows? Yeah, because who knows? Some people just don't know if someone might have like corona or something, because it was very scary. It's just very scary to think of going to a place that might have a high chance of someone that would have it. Like hospitals is pretty scary if you think about it.
But like, if you think about it, the hospital is probably the safest place, because the hospital they always have to sterilize, because they wouldn't be able to. They wouldn't be able to operate if it wasn't, and they already have wings dedicated to people that do or that are infected, so you wouldn't have any contact with people that were infected. But at the same time, people do have that fear, and I feel like people that don't want to do a vaccination, I feel like they have their reasons. They have the reasons, but I think it's because they don't understand the information, or they were getting the wrong information from the beginning, and
that's true.
And then I feel like they're just putting themselves in danger, in the sense that they want to do like the natural way, where you integrate it naturally, but like, what if that integration kills you? Like herd immunity. I mean, the idea of herd immunity was kind of surprising for a lot of people, because these people allowed themselves to be in contact with other people freely without precaution, and then some people were okay, but a lot of people were not. And I feel like people needed to understand that it is not something you shouldn't take lightly, and you need to listen to facts, because it's, in the end, that's what's going to help you out, and it's not there to hurt you or harm you. It's to inform you. And it's just crazy how some people are just too stubborn to not listen.
That's true. Like, I feel like for me, I will change my opinion based on new facts. Like just to rethink, or like just keep an open mind about that's not always going to be the same idea forever. It could change if new things are discovered with it. Yeah, it's just because like at first I think that's like the whole outbreak thing was probably freaking everyone out, because they probably don't know what's like really going on, like if that's really facts or not. This is freaky. Like we weren't expecting to really live through a pandemic, but here we are, almost a year at this point. I was like, oh man, like when did we lock down? We locked down around March, right? At least it was after my birthday, but. But it was like by the time it was my vacation though in March, I was like, things are closed. I don't know what I'm supposed to do during my break. I was just bored, like just okay.
I know. I feel like a lot of places had to adapt. It's just it was just part of it. It was either adapt or flunk out completely, and it was just something that had to be done. And I feel like people are more aware, but also more, I don't know, it's just crazy how things happen this year.
It is. It was a year of a lot of crazy things. Because I was like, well, because what happened was there was, like brush fires going mad this year. I was just like, oh my gosh. I was just like, Australia's brush fires, California's brush fires, and I was just like, what is going on?
It's too much.
Like, it felt like every month there was a huge event happening.
I know.
Tragic event. That's why I was like, this year is kicking my kicking me down too much.
People said that 2020 was a year of change, but people didn't know it was going to be this scary.
Yeah, scary change.
It's just scary. It's just a scary place to be in at the moment. But I feel like people are working towards going into a better direction, and I feel like if people really do care, that they would actually follow the warnings, the information, and be informed. But I don't know. We'll see what happens.
We will. Like, I would like to see just like from this experience, if there was ever to come another weird pandemic like this, I just hope we kind of know.
No.
Well, hopefully not. I mean, like, if there was another case that it would happen, I just hope we're more prepared if it ever happens again. You know, at least like I hope this is like a learning experience. You know.
So you got any fun questions for me?
Let's see, Roger.
Anything fun? Or juicy questions? I don't know.
Juicy questions?
I don't know. Up to you.
Questions?
I don't know. It's up to you. I feel like.
Okay, let's see.
Anything up on the top of your head, even if it's like a game question. I don't know.
You know, you've just been so busy too. I'm like trying to think if there's anything that we've been doing. I mean, I feel like when we're just
anything curious about, or anything you're wondering. Anything?
Are you still gonna do a video? Like, I remember talking about you were thinking of making a video if you could, but it's just up in the air as an idea.
I don't know. Maybe do I want to? I have bad skin at the moment, so I don't know.
Oh gosh, me too. I mean, I feel like my skin all over where my mask would cover. It's been breaking out like a lot. So, I've been trying to clean it.
Out because of stress.
It's that too. It's probably the stress.
Like I'm
probably am not sleeping enough, and probably my mask is making my face oily. But
I don't know. I think it's just being stressful because everything's just happening all at once. You know?
Oh yeah, I mean you're trying to get your project done.
Getting my project done, and then finding out that our for a bit our insurance wasn't like we didn't have any insurance because something happened with the company that was handling it, and then now they got it sorted, so we still have insurance until the end of December. But you know. Oh,
I see. Okay.
It's just weird, like
not having insurance.
That's crazy.
Imagine you just went to the doctor and you found out you didn't have insurance. Like,
my mom went to the eye doctor.
I would be scared.
And she didn't know we didn't have since November 1st.
Oh my
gosh.
She
doesn't know how that bill worked because that bill... Because they charge you... I'd be
scared, like, that's a lot of money, probably. I could feel my heart just sink.
I don't know.
Oh man.
Got any more questions? Got any more juicy questions? Juicy questions.
Okay. Alright. Let's see.
Who's your MCM?
MCM?
Yeah, who's your MCM?
What's it? Wait, what's the MCM?
Your Man Crush Mondays.
Man Crush Mondays?
Man Crush Mondays.
Well, of course, it's gonna be Royce.
Good answer. Good answer. Good answer. Good answer. Good answer. It's like like not gonna get into that can of worms. The correct answer was your boyfriend.
So it's like, imagine if I answered with a different person. Is this
a celebrity that you both like? I don't know.
I mean,
I don't know. I've heard couples do like hall passes. It's like if a certain celebrity asks a significant other to smash, I was like, you get a hall pass. I was like, The funny part was I was watching a YouTuber and then they says like if so and so asked, would you give them a hall pass? He said, oh, that's a hard yes. And then he's like, it's a hard yes, and I would want to join. It's like, what?
Ooh, that's spicy.
That's spicy.
That's too spicy.
That's a tuna roll. That's spicy.
The spicy ahi roll.
It's a stick of celery, my guy. It's spicy. I don't understand celery. That thing doesn't make any sense to me. A vegetable, I don't know. It's like either watery or spicy to people. It's spicy.
Is celery really spicy?
I don't know. To some people, it's spicy.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it?
I feel like I think you'd have to be extra Caucasian for that.
I was just like, that's so. I just didn't know celery.
No offense to white people. It's just a lot of you guys can't handle spice. No offense to white people.
I just never knew that was a thing.
I know.
Spicy celery sticks.
You know, like celery apparently is like spicy to some people. I mean, it's just it's a vegetable, but certain chemicals, interact with your taste buds. Weird.
I guess it's more peppery for some people. I guess.
I just don't like celery. I try to eat it, but it tastes like weird stale water to me.
Oh, I see. I'm okay with celery, but I'd rather have it in stew though, like softened in stew. That's not bad.
I don't know. I've been really liking hummus lately.
Oh, hummus is good though.
Hummus.
Hummus
with
is
like,
good.
I eat hummus with pretzels. That's like a go-to snack. Those like,
that's good.
Especially those hummus in like the singles.
Oh, with the little pretzels in the top. The other half.
I mean, either way, or have pretzel separate or whatever, And I've been really into tea and coffee. I have like a lot of coffee, but this is a recent purchase.
Oh, what's that?
English tea shop.
Ooh, that looks so cute.
I've been drinking a lot of tea. Okay, too. Yeah. But this is my favorite brand. This is probably my favorite brand, but this is so expensive.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Where did you buy it from?
Okay, no. So this was a steal. This was really cheap. I got this at Marshall's because Ala Moana's open.
Yeah.
Ala Moana's open, but they're doing they're restricting the amount of people that go in. But
of course.
I got this at Marshall's, and this was so good. I mean, I love this tea brand. English tea shop is my favorite. Like, I don't know, it's just something about it. It's just really good. And then their flavors are so good. I like their peach and their peach ginger green tea.
Oh, that sounds real good. I would drink that.
Yeah, it's a peach ginger green tea, and it's so good. That was probably my favorite, especially when I felt sick. I would have that to soothe my throat. But yeah, I tried looking online how much it would cost to purchase like even a 15 pouch box. It was like, I think it was in the double digits with like, I think in the 30s.
Oh, for 15, so that's like
$2
for each bag. $2 per bag, please.
I mean, it's like imported, so.
I mean, it looks fancy. Like, I would enjoy that.
So good.
Fancy little tea.
It's if like you ever get the chance to get anything from the English tea shop, get it, because it's so good. I got it for cheap because it was at a Marshall's. So
I'll keep an eye out. I'll be like, Marshall's, get that tea.
Yeah, that's a recommendation for you. That's a recommendation for you. I saw your story, by the way, and I saw that shout out. Haha, thank you.
I was like, of course.
Of course, because Mamrie and Grace Helbig are so good.
They're so funny. I just love hearing their stories because like Mamrie's stories are too wild though. I'm like, oh gosh.
Did you hear about the one where they were on the airplane and then the lady with her, I think, son, like there's a rapper?
Oh yeah.
That one was really.
I like how Mamrie is connected with this woman though. It's like so awkward, but then they're like, yeah, they're becoming friends.
But probably my favorite story that they had was when Mamrie was encountered by this lady walking her dog. And she asked Mamrie if her dog was Jewish.
Oh yeah, I remember that too. I was like, well, why did the lady ask about that? So it's like they're like, I don't know.
It's like, Shabbat Shalom, here's a salmon treat.
Yeah, I was like, oh, okay.
Like, is your dog Jewish? It's like practicing. It's like, her dog's Mexican. Mexican breed. Beans is so precious. He needs to be protected.
So small.
Beans, I love dogs like that. They're ugly cute.
Beans has no teeth.
That was so sad. It was like rice.
It's like, oh, that looks like he looks like a grain.
Like literally
of rice.
all his teeth are gone. Aww.
But Mamrie still just takes care of this little baby. It's great. I love. Oh, or Mamie's dog walker, Mary.
Oh, Mary for the win.
Huge Amy Winehouse fan. She just knows everything. Like what? Okay, like, lady.
I mean, they meet the most weirdest people, and I just love them for their stories. They're just amazing people.
Oh my gosh, there's so much character.
By the way, I don't know if you know, but they put their podcast on video on a YouTube channel.
Oh, I heard about that. How is it?
I mean, it's just everything. It's
Because I like how you describe things in the podcast. They're like, I know you guys can't see this, but
yeah, like whatever they're wearing and stuff like that, or whatever they're like in their set, they have video now, so you can watch and see in all the glory that is her back room, washroom type thing with this weird scenery in the background. I just love
gosh.
They're everything comedy needs right now. Just
exactly.
Do you know that they have a movie?
Was the movie Dirty 30?
Yeah, Dirty 30.
I watched it because it was on Amazon Prime, and I was.
I know. I'm like low key. It was really good, wasn't it?
I thought it was really funny. Like, I feel like this was just me and my friends. Once one of us turned 30, this is what's gonna happen.
The best part was a lot of the cast was from YouTube. So
yeah, like, Hannah Hart was there, their friend, and
yeah, oh my god, the Holy Trinity. Yeah, they're called the Holy Trinity. They all get drunk and shit-faced together. The Holy Trinity. Holy Trinity. Amen. I just
thought it was great.
It's like Hannah, Mamrie, Grace. Amen. Hannah, Mamrie, Grace. Holy Trinity. Ah, man, that's like the best. That's just, I don't know. Podcasts have been the best during this time. Oh,
it is. Like this week, especially when I'm working, that's why I listen to the podcast, because it was like it keeps me entertained while I'm working.
I wonder if anybody at your working place gets bothered by you listening to them.
Oh, so we always keep our earphones in, so they can't hear. Yeah, so.
Oh, okay. I was like, yo, I just blast this shit in office, just like.
I mean, sometimes I feel like I'm giggling at my desk, and
I wonder if anybody got curious. It's like, what
they're like, what is she listening to?
What are you listening to? Excuse me? Excuse me? What are you listening to?
I know, sometimes I'm like, I don't know if they want to know what I'm listening to. Girl. Like the awkward stories that Mamie's talking about, I'm like,
oh god.
So
or the stories about her coochie or something like that.
Yeah. And like her escapades.
Oh god, poor Grace. She is as scatterbrained as I am. Forgets everything. One time, okay, not to like out myself or anything, but like I drove like all the way to Waikiki once without my wallet or my license. I was like, yo, if I ever got pulled over, this shit would have gone down real bad. It's like, this shit would have gone down.
It's over.
I was like, this is it. I'm sorry. I'm booking it. I'm like, speed chase, bitch.
When you get caught, be like, Mom, come pick me up. I'm scared.
Help. Help. There's people in uniform, but they got me. They got me. Mom, I love you. POP, hold it down. Yo, that's like the worst case scenario. I've already gotten a parking violation ticket too.
Oh, real? When was that? Like, what happened?
Okay, first of all, it was a farce. The lady that did this to me, God, please. Okay, so story time. Okay, this bitch, I don't know. I don't want to say her name, but like, okay, she had a nondescript car, and she's one of those police officers that use personal cars and has the light on top.
Oh, the blue lights. Right.
Okay, so I was just picking up my mom from work, whatever, and then I see the police officer. They pull up behind me. I was like, am I getting a ticket? And then it's like, am I not allowed to park here? And she's like, okay, sir, they do all that whole like license and registration thing. Do you know that you're parking in a loading zone or whatever? And it's like, it's indicated clearly. I'm like, where? There's no sign.
Oh.
There was no sign. Like, she pointed to it, and it's like, you mean that green block of metal that has no words? It's like,
it doesn't say loading zone, huh?
Yeah, it doesn't. It doesn't. And it still doesn't.
Court?
It
Did you
still
take it to
doesn't.
court?
It still
Just
doesn't.
say, I'm not paying this ticket because this is not fair.
I'm like, I didn't want to go to court though. Like, I scared going to court. I don't know why. Is it just because I'm brown? It's like, is it ingrained in me to not like going to court?
Like, I feel like you, because I know for people that it gets
I'm racially ambiguous for some reason. I don't know why. See, look at this. Look at his face. Do I look racially ambiguous to you? Do I look racially ambiguous? Do you think I look Asian? From this angle, do I look Asian to you? Does this face look Asian to you?
I feel like you do.
Does this Asian face look Asian to you?
This Asian face look Asian?
Does this Asian face look Asian to you?
Yeah.
Because for some reason, sometimes... Okay, for some reason, sometimes people mistake me for Mexican.
Oh, okay, this is a funny joke, because... I believe me and Bryce discussed this. Like, you know what's freaking racist, guys? When Filipino with a mustache and the Mexican guy with a mustache stand next to each other, they can't tell the difference. I'm like, oh my god.
You're right, though. Low key, you're right, though.
Low key, they look like they kind of like, why did do you look like?
Look, I look.
Yeah, the same.
Look in certain lighting. Look, certain lighting. I look like I can't, bitch. Look.
The angles.
That is the angles. The light. Girl. If I wore flannel right now, I look like I came from Southside Los Angeles. Excuse me.
You just need to get the you just gotta get the bandanas and everything.
Yo, I ain't gonna roll like that. I'm sorry. I ain't gonna I ain't gonna do that.
Oops, my bandana
I don't know.
showing.
Is it weird? Have you ever noticed? Okay, so popular culture really follows immediate trends, which is weird. Okay, so have you noticed in the like early 90s and 2000s, rap music was really popular, right?
Right.
And so gang culture was really popularized. How many people have you seen toting around a bandana like at that time? Like they've been toting around blue, red, blue or red bandanas all the time, right? Like, and they wore baggy jeans, flannel sometimes.
It was a look. It was
like a 90s. It was just like amazed to me that people were like they were popularizing gang culture, or like I was like I'm just confused. And then now it's all about sex.
Okay.
It is, isn't it? It's like it's all about having money and sex. It's just
it's yeah.
If you saw my list, WAP was on that shit, girl.
And I was looking like, hey, WAP made it to your list.
Yeah, but like, isn't it weird? Beginning of the year, it was all moody shit, and then when WAP dropped,
this is my stuff. This is it, guys. It's WAP Wednesday.
Oh my god, that should be a thing. That should be a thing.
I feel like I want to make that a thing, but I don't know how I'm gonna do that as a.
It's like, what you gonna do?
Yeah, what are we gonna do, guys?
WAP Wednesday?
Wednesday.
Like,
what should we do on WAP Wednesday?
Do your nails, twerk. I don't know. Lay down in sand with some snakes. Yelling at Big Mac trucks to go in my tiny garage.
You know, macaroni in a pot on Wednesday.
Yo, macaroni and cheese though. You gotta make it good though. Macaroni and cheese, you can never get that right.
What if they make crafts? Because I feel like you can't mess up craft cheese. You know? Can they mess up?
You'd be surprised. Some people can actually burn water.
You know, you're right. My twin did that.
I'm like calling out all the worst cooks in America.
It's America.
It's like all
those wild.
Yo,
I'm like, oh.
I remember that one time.
What are you doing?
Yeah, there was that one chef that used a pet egg. You know those pet eggs?
No. Really?
Yeah, to grate cheese.
Wait, I hope that wasn't used. You
don't know.
Who knows? Like no one says it.
She used a pet egg. After that, I was like, yo, I'm not watching this anymore. I can't. You just ruined cheese for me for that moment in time.
I was like, I can't tell if it's cheese. If that cheese is cheese.
Even thinking about it made me made me like throw up a little in my mouth.
I feel sick. I can't.
Oh God. Okay. I want to ask this just because since it's December and it's almost the end of the year, but what is your New Year's resolution?
Oh.
I know people make New Year's resolutions, but like a lot of people don't stick to it. It's just something fun to do. I don't know.
I tell myself I'm gonna work out, but I'll just say because the pandemic happened this year, I couldn't really work out.
I mean,
I wanted to go back to the gym. That's what I wanted to do, but I was like, I don't know if I really want to.
I don't know. That. I feel like gym culture is just. I love
the gym I used to go.
I feel like gym culture is just toxic in general.
Mm-hmm. You gotta go to the ones where it feels like I like the emptier ones because it feels like no one's gonna bother you. Or I feel like you're not hogging the machine.
I feel like gym culture though is very toxic in a sense that I feel like everyone's judging you.
Oh,
don't you feel that?
I feel like I feel like they shouldn't judge someone for trying to better themselves. Like if you see a bigger person, that's fine. They're just trying to.
You already know that a lot of these people are thinking bad shit about other people, though.
I know, and that's mean. You shouldn't be bringing that kind of vibe to the gym. It's really no.
I know, yeah. But also, there's a lot of just good-looking people that just doesn't make you motivate. It's like, damn. They really be like that, yeah? Damn. Can't get to that level, but I'll try, but is it worth it? I feel unmotivated now. Just it's is that a 12-pack? Oh, hell no.
Oh, I have my 1-pack.
I quit. I quit. I quit.
Or one of the fun things we would that would happen at the gym is when me and my friends used to go a lot was we would see Bretman Rock at the gym. We were like, is that Bretman Rock? And we're like,
oh my God, you know what's really funny is y'all just hey bitch, just across the gym. Hey bitch.
But it's funny because sometimes I feel like I just see him around. I swore one day.
Wait, he still lives here, right? I thought he moved to LA and shit.
Oh, yeah, did he move off island? I don't know.
I know, yeah. I thought he lived in LA because he's an LA bitch now.
Oh really?
I thought he's an LA bitch though.
Because then I was just
I don't know. Low-key, I thought he was, but maybe he just lives here and just commutes.
Maybe. But it was cool because you see.
For makeup, I think for makeup, I think he can just work from home, right?
Good.
Yo, I saw one of his videos with his sister, and he just that one where he slapped. I think it was him that slapped her or something slapped, but I heard it a loud, and I was like, ah! Excuse me. Oh my God. She gonna feel that tomorrow. Tomorrow. I don't know. It's just weird seeing influencers out and about, right?
Oh yeah.
People from YouTube, if you see them in public, it's is that them? It's
I feel I just look at them, yeah, that's them. But will I ever go up to them? Probably not, because
Yo, I had the opportunity to meet Glozell Green, but I felt like it was. Really? I felt like it was not an appropriate time because I felt like that was not an appropriate time to go up to her. I was like, "Hi, I'm a fan. Can I get a picture with you?" That's not cool. I'm like,
yeah, I don't want to bother them, so that's why it's
because they were okay. You know when she came here for vacation with her mom, right?
Okay, what happened? Wait.
No, she was staying at the hotel that my mom worked at, and then we were eating lunch at the hotel, and then it's we were just minding our own business and eating, and then out of my peripheral I see a flash of green lipstick. I was like,
it's Glozell.
It's Glozell. I whispered to my cousins it's Glozell. Oh my God, should we go up to her? I'm like, I don't know, I don't feel comfortable doing that. I was it was just interesting because I was it's slow motion. It's it's her. And then she has this whole new series. I was it was kind of sad to see that. Have you seen the ad for her series? Where she goes because she basically went broke.
Oh really?
Yeah, I don't know. I think she just fell off, and then you just she went broke, and then nobody was watching her videos anymore. And then I don't know, I just felt immediately like so sad. And then at the same time, she was working towards bettering herself, taking care of her kid. And then like now she has a series, and then I feel like this is the up and up for her. And then I mean, like, good for her that she is getting out of her rut now and like sharing her experience, because a lot of the time creators don't reveal the hard parts about being an online representative or online creative. And it's just a hard industry to work at, because there's so many things that can get in your way of being a creative or a creator now in YouTube or any other digital media type thing. Like, there's so many people competing for the same thing, and it's just really hard. And then a lot of people will find immediate success, but then it drops. Or they have slower, like they just disappear out of nowhere. I was like, man. And there's some YouTubers I wonder, it's like, whatever happened to them? And then sometimes you find out they died or something, and I'm like,
oh, I didn't know that. You know, like, it's a surprise for people. Or they outright left.
I was like, yo, this is. I was like, I was like, damn, I watched that person for a good portion, and now it's like, what happened? Remember the YouTuber Charlie Is So Cool? Like, I think maybe I might have. He was in that. He would be featured a lot with YouTubers like Dan and Phil, or those type of UK YouTubers.
Oh, okay.
And then I feel like it just dropped. Like, a lot of his content is just dropped, or like or like there's some YouTubers that don't post in like a while, and then you're just wondering, it's like, are they doing anything?
Are they okay?
I miss their content. Like John Cozart, he recently just posted like a couple months back. It was like, I wish you did more, because I really liked your content.
Oh, see, I feel like that's the thing too now. It's like, I don't really know if my people I used to watch, even on YouTube, like, they're not really doing the same things we used to do, because they ran out of, I guess, stuff, and they're like, well, I'm gonna do this now.
I feel like a lot of people are just moving forward too fast, and I feel like it's just a lot of people get burnt out way too easily.
Yeah, I would think that's something like, they're probably tired of what they're doing, you know. It's like,
and then the aspect of originality is really hard. Like, I remember, what's it again? Not many people were doing IRL Among Us videos. Have you seen those?
No. That sounds
IRL,
really fun.
So, yeah, that sounds fun, right?
I love Among Us.
Yeah, a lot of people were doing it. So I think the first person that I saw do Among Us in IRL was probably Joey Graceffa, and he did it with a bunch of friends too. And then I see other people doing it, and then I was like, yo, this is gonna be a trend, and then it's gonna burn out, and then a lot of people are just,
yeah, that's it.
It's just gonna take a fun concept, and then people are gonna start getting all technical with it, and then it's like copyrighted, or it's like, yo, or like they're gonna have
my idea.
Yeah, and it's like, or the video gets claimed because so and so said, like, oh, you stole my idea or whatever. And I feel like that's gonna happen at some point, and then it's just gonna be a whole debacle. And I'm like, this is getting really tiring. And it's like, I see why a lot of YouTubers left.
You're like,
a lot of the time, I'm like,
I'll just take my money and go.
Then there's a lot of people that you didn't realize started on YouTube, and then now they're like really popular. AKA Troy Sivan was a YouTuber, and now he is in.
He's there.
He's
popped
there.
off. He's up there now. He's
up there. Yes, he did.
I guess that would be the same for Conan Gray, because he said he made YouTube videos. That's where he really started off. And I forgot how he got picked up, and suddenly he popped off too. Like, he just has his album recently, and I was like,
a lot of influencers that went into music are getting popular now.
Interesting.
some
Yeah, I feel like
people
that's a thing.
more than others, but you know, I'm not gonna name names, but some people, they have pretty trash songs. It's not that great. It's not that great.
Or I feel like people that were in Netflix series, once their show, I guess, end for now, I found out they make music, and some of them are actually really good. Like, I like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, I'm surprised. I was like, is this
Did you hear about? Okay, but also on a thread of Netflix shows and actors, I saw I think an article, or was it a blurb or something? Ellen Page from the show Umbrella Academy.
Oh, I haven't watched that one yet, but I heard it's good.
I heard it's good. I saw some clips. It looks pretty dope. But, and you know what? It's a comic book series made by the lead singer
Gerard Way. Of
you know
Black Chemical Romance, right?
You know
I was like, ooh.
2020, if anything, 2020 had the reunion of MCR, but like they didn't get to expand their tour because Corona. But
I know.
But it came into fruition at least a couple times, where they returned for a reunion, and I'm like, I had a hardcore scene / emo phase in middle school. Luckily, she never asked for any photos. At least Charlotte never asked for no photos of that.
Middle school Roger.
Shut up. Shut up.
Baby Roger.
No. It was bad. I had a lot of black clothing, skinny jeans, spiked hair, a lot of hair gel.
Oh.
It was a scene phase, girl.
Oh, I want to see. I used to have
don't even say I want to see that photo, because it's bad. I think my Facebook might have my.
I think we all glowed up though. Like,
no.
We were just dressed up as God.
You know what? Some people get stuck in that phase. You know, some people just.
Okay. I do know a few people are still like kind of like that. It's like, you know, it should have ended in high school. Like, I'll look at them like.
No, wait. You're
calling
out people like you should have ended in high school, bruh.
Well, at least like as long as you should have stopped.
Bruh. There's some called. You're calling people out. You're calling people out. Because I know a few people that should have stopped wearing skinny jeans after high school.
I mean, it's not correct.
Like, I don't know.
They don't rock it anymore. This is stop. It's time to stop.
Any more questions for me? Do you have any questions?
Do you have any other recommendations on anything at all that you want to recommend?
You know what? Internet Money has a good song. Internet Money is called Lemonade. I think Jimmy Fallon featured them on his show.
Let's see. Internet song.
Yeah, Internet Money, Lemonade.
Lemonade.
Yeah.
We will save that.
It's a good song. It's a good song. I mean, couple listen to it right now and it's just so good.
I will save that on my list of things to listen to.
And I don't know if you're into like rock or anything, but Greta Van Fleet.
Oh, I love that band. It's great. It's very old school. Like, this is what rock should have.
Okay, so they're old school feel, but like they
add their own. School.
It feels old school. It's just because their sound sounds so similar to an already existing band. But I feel like it's a breath of fresh air. I think that younger people are doing that kind of genre, and like doing that classic rock type feel.
It's just like, I feel like I'm missing this. That's what it is.
There's a lot of artists that I've never listened to, but recently have been listening to. I was like, oh.
Internet Money. We'll see that song.
I'm pretty sure you could play while still on video call.
It's just weird because my Spotify on my PC. It's like when
I mean, you can just look it up on YouTube, you know.
Oh yeah, you're right. With the ads on, yeah. You know, when YouTube didn't have ads, that's how old we are.
Oh my god! Remember when YouTube had stars? you'd rate.
Oh yeah, the rating
god!
system.
Oh my god!
But people are like, that never happened. I'm like, you don't know it because you're too young. They're like, they don't know. They're too young for that.
MySpace, and then when you open someone's page, music plays.
It's like,
you had a curated list. Mine was a lot of Lil Wayne. Mine was a lot of Lil Wayne and rap music. I was like, and then it was like and then some like really bad graffiti in the background as a template frame or whatever. And then my colors were like all grungy colors because angsty. I don't know. That's like MySpace was like, I don't know. MySpace was really dope back then.
You know what you need to bring back? Just being able to customize your own page. You
know, but like once again, I think MySpace is still around, but it's just for musicians now.
Oh really? Because I mean, that's where like metro stations started off, was MySpace, I think.
No, MySpace is still up. Like,
it's so weird that it's still around though.
I think I might still have my MySpace page because I didn't delete it before the whole change or anything. So I don't know. Maybe my account's still there.
Maybe it could be. You could even
try looking up
right now.
I don't want to, honestly.
Roger, what's your MySpace? Like, look at
I don't even remember. Low key though. Who remembers their MySpace? Yo, because I don't remember if I had like a specified name or anything like that. Oh God, MySpace was the shit back then. It was like MySpace, AOL, Yahoo.
Ooh,
I remember Roadrunner had the email address, the Roadrunner address.
Oh.
Because before it was Oceanic Time Warner Cable, it was I think Roadrunner and then Hawaiian Telecom. That kind of group. And it's like Roadrunner was my first email address.
Oh wow.
Yeah, those were my first email.
I remember.
It was my first email providers for my email. Like that was my first one.
Wow.
I was like, wow, email is so complicated. It is like now like Google. It's like, oh, it's so easy. Just type it in.
I remember using like MSN Messenger to chat. MSN.
Oh my god.
Those were the days when
we're just dating ourselves, man. We're just giving ourselves. We're just giving ourselves away.
It's just like, how old are we now?
I feel like, old now. Like what?
My bad. You know what?
I feel like. I feel like there's going to be a whole generation of people that never had the experience of using those big, blocky Apple computers. You know, the multicolored ones? With the clear frame.
Color.
The clear frame with the blue backing, or the pink one, or the clear white.
I went for that green one all the time.
I always went for the blue one. I don't know.
The blue one was cute though. Like the colors were just so cute.
Yeah. It was, I don't know. It was just all of those. And then, kid pics. Trigger word, kid pics. Have you done kid pics in elementary?
Kid pics? What was that one?
There's a computer program, so it's just a bunch of random like activities on like and it was supposed to promote education and stuff. Like there was like learn to type and stuff like that.
Oh,
like they taught you how to type.
Familiar. Yeah, no, I think I remember. I was just like, show you how to put your hands. Yeah.
Yo, okay. And then they would have like these erase the thing to reveal a picture and stuff like that, or do all these like random puzzles or something. This was the shit in elementary school. Like every time the week came around to Wednesday, it was like, circulation day. We get to do all these electives and stuff, like music class, or we had PE, or we had language class with like our kumu or our sensei for Japanese. My elementary school was weird because we also had like language classes with Hawaiian and Japanese. Because there was like a high demographic of Japanese people in my district for my elementary school.
That makes sense then, for them to do that, I guess. Yeah.
Oh my god, I still remember their names. I'm so sad though. I mean, like I think a couple years ago, my our Hawaiian teacher died. I was like, cause she was old. She's had me and a lot of my cousins as students. I think in the past, I think all of my cousins had her. And like we're all 1 year apart, most of us. Starting with
Really?
like a lot of me and my cousins were like 1 year apart. So it starts off with my cousin, my cousin born in 95, I'm 96. My other cousin 97, 98, and then 99, 2000.
Well, different generations from the family, right? That's pretty cool. Like to be taught by a same teacher.
It was crazy because we had a lot of the same teacher. We had a lot of the same teachers from elementary school, middle school, and high school. It was so awkward because me and my older cousin, we were in school together in high school. So for me and my 3 cousins, so we were all of us were in 1 grade level. So when my cousin was a senior, I was a junior. I was taking algebra 2. We had the same math teacher before, or we had the same math teacher. So then my cousin would stop by, and then she would just embarrass me in front of everybody. And then my teacher's like, how you know so and so? I was like, oh, that's my cousin. It's like, oh my god, I had her as my student. It's just like, oh my. It's like, and then she showed a child photo. My cousin showed like a younger photo of me and her to our teacher, and it's like, and it was like. And then she was like, oh my god, you guys were so chubby and cute. My teacher was like, oh my god, this is so not cool.
You're so chubby and cute.
With my cousin, like me and my cousin were, because we basically like lived around each other because they lived like one house over. My other cousin lived across the street, and then my auntie lives at the corner near our house. Like literally on our block right now is all of my family.
Oh, that's cool.
Like our whole, like our either on our street or on our block, we have our majority of my family on my dad's side. Yeah. Like they're across the street, they're at the corner, or they're up the road, or they're just next door, or they're downstairs, or they're down the street. It's like all of them are just in vicinity, like walking distance.
Oh, well, that's nice. At least you're not really gonna miss each other.
It's like, and then sometimes you get in trouble too, though, because especially now, because they keep visiting, or they would like to eat dinner at our house because this is where their mom lives. So then now, like, because we have like a group of more than 10 people
you're
at
like,
a time.
Oh, I hope no one snitches on us.
No, our neighbor hates us. We have like the worst neighbor ever. We've had problems with our neighbor. Like, we'll physically altercate. Like, hello?
It's like, we're gonna fight right here.
Like, we'll fight you right now. No, I'm joking. I don't know. There was some people got sued, and there's like restraining orders and stuff like that. So not gonna get into it, but you know.
I
don't like her. She's a snitch.
Like once you have a snitch in your neighborhood, you're like, I can't have fun anymore.
Nobody's safe.
No one's
like, if I'm going down, you're coming down with me.
It's exactly. It's like, what is this? Like, why are you? Why do you not like having fun?
It's like ride or die. I'm like, why? I don't like you. It's like, what is going on?
I don't know why you don't like me, but I will not like you back.
It's crazy. I don't just know. Do you have those kind of people? Like, do you ever have those like terrible neighbors growing up?
One of the streets I lived in, when we actually had an actual little house. The house across the list, like I felt like they hated us because we'll throw parties and they're like making noise complaints. And
my god, that's us too. Because before everything happened, we would have karaoke. There would be like a lot of people parked in front of our house. And it's like people are double parked in our driveway. I was like, it's like a lot. It's like, there's like too many people here. This might be a problematic thing. So, you are in a relationship. Congratulations on that.
Thank you.
So how long have you been together?
Let's see. Back in November, we made 4 months because we started dating back in July. So July, August.
Of this year?
Yeah.
Oh my God, Love in Quarantine.
It's
like a reality show.
Yeah.
It's like a reality show. Love in Quarantine.
Like a Netflix, some kind of Netflix reality.
Yo, tell me why I was gonna have that as an idea for my senior project. To do like sort of like a short movie about two people that fell in love, but then now quarantine happens, and then now they're trying to navigate having a relationship while being stuck inside.
It's like, okay. It is what it is.
It is what it is. It is what it is. Oh my God, that's just tell me why that's like I was thinking of that too, and then now there's a TV show about people and their relationships with each other over Zoom. Tell me why. I had the idea first. You had
to write this down first and patent it, Roger, before someone else does.
I didn't write it down, but I have it. I have it in my mind. I have it.
It's in here.
I think it's recorded when I did a meeting with Charla. It's in an email. I have the transcript to prove it that it was here on this day I sent this idea. Yeah, it's right there. It's timestamp.
The timestamp. The receipts. I have the receipt.
I have the receipts, bitch. Give me my coin. I don't know, man. Tell me why though. I was like, it's so like it's a good idea.
Mm-hmm. I think that'd be fun. Like that's an interesting story to it. Yeah.
But I feel like it'd be harder to date. I feel like it'd be harder to date or have a relationship now. Because it's not a conventional way of like
really,
having the first date. It's like, oh yeah, when we're like a decade down the road, you have like your own family and stuff and kids, and it's like, oh, how was your first date like? Oh, we talked on Zoom.
But it's funny because our first date was actually at CPK in Mililani Town Center. Before we locked out. I think it was the one they'll still let you in to eat. I forgot if that was when he reopened or not. But yeah, that was our first date was at CPK. And it was great. We were just talking.
That'd be really funny though. Like you talk like because like people are gonna have those experiences, and then they're gonna be asked those questions by their children or grandchildren to be like, how was your first date, or where did you meet grandma? It's like, well, I saw her on my Zoom class and she was in that upper right corner. I was like, damn, she looked fine.
Ooh, she looked thick.
Like, no, she looking thick in that webcam, my guy.
And not just the lighting.
Not just the lighting, it was just like the angles and everything.
Just thick.
No.
Just
imagine. Just like, it's like, oh God. Oh no. She looking thick in that right corner.
She was on that side of the screen.
Yeah, she was on that side of the screen. I was on this side of the screen. We made eye contact, sort of. But yeah, it was love at first sight, you know?
It'd be funny, but yeah, we're in Zoom class together, and I thought
that was funny.
Yeah, she's looking at me.
That'd be hella funny.
Like, they're looking at everyone.
Yo, that's just. Can you believe though? Like, there will be a generation of kids that had all completely internet like education. Isn't that wild to think? Like, a whole generation of people is just. I was like. And then there's a whole generation of people that had a Zoom graduation, like not a traditional one. So there's like a whole like if you think about it, it's just a whole generation of people.
It's crazy though. I feel bad for people that really can't. Like, yeah, really didn't.
I don't know. That was kind of a terrible experience too. At the same time, you know, graduation practice, especially if you had the stadium.
No, I hate the practice.
The stadium. I got sunburn on my shoulders, girl.
Ooh.
got a sunburn on my shoulders.
Painful.
I had to wear tank tops, my guy.
Because
it was way too hot. It was in the summer.
Oh man, yeah, it's like when Nanakuli, we sit on our bleachers, it's burning up over there.
Oh dang, we had Aloha Stadium for ours.
Oh, but it's still getting hot. It's
and then it rained. It rained. I think it rained on mine.
Oh, but
you know, it was towards the end though. It was towards the end.
Rain is a blessing.
It was towards the end though. It was it wasn't like heavy rain. It's just drizzling.
Oh, good. It's just blessing, you guys. That's what it was.
I was one of those people that didn't throw my cap.
You know, I feel like I tried to just toss it gently and then just grab it back.
Nah, that never looks cute. Like you throw it and that shit just
doesn't.
Goes, like where did it go?
I just don't know. And then imagine you get someone else's cap. You know, this isn't mine.
It's like you see a hair too. It's like, who is this? I don't have blonde hair.
That's why you write your name, yeah.
Oh God. Or customize it. I've seen people custom. Oh, that's the one thing I wanted to do for graduation this year.
I wanted to decorate mine for college grad, but I don't think I just didn't have time to decorate my cap. I had a plan.
Mine would have been all out. I would have had rotating pieces. That shit would have been moving and lit up.
Rotating pieces as in fidget spinners on your grad cap.
It's like circus, bitch got circus. I would have done it too.
It's like
a literal carousel. Just like a merry-go-round on the hat.
It plays some music after it to lights.
I would have decorated though. Like I would have painted something on the top of it.
That'd be really cool. That would have been really cool. Like.
And then I would have my tassel. Like I would make my own tassel. Just get yarn and then like weave my own favorite colors onto it.
Oh, that'd be so cute. Yeah. I just wish you guys had a real grad. I can just show up. Be like,
even like the spring grads too. They apparently they canceled ceremony for them, and then the people that were supposed to graduate in the summer canceled. So now they moved the spring and summer to fall, and now there's like 700 people graduating. 700 plus.
700 M counting.
Oh, that'd be a terrible Lifetime show. 700 and counting. It's like the life of a surrogate, or the life of the life of a donor. Somebody that donated sperm for like for 2 decades.
Oh my gosh.
Like 700 and counting. Huh? I have how many kids? Just like,
oh man.
They don't look like me.
that is not my child. A little too ugly to be my child.
No, like because I've seen that story where a dude, he would donate sperm to one of those sperm banks, and then he has like so many kids and counting because they've used his sperm to give people kids.
Right.
And then it's like he has like a lot of kids. A lot of kids.
That should be your 700.
Along with his biological, he has a bunch of half children. And they've all met him.
Oh, really?
Well, most of them.
Be like, this is where you came from. It's like, okay.
No, like they even are like a lot of them are in good terms. So like
that's good.
Like and then now it's just a big family now.
He's like, these are my half children.
Crazy though. That's scary. It'd be kind of awkward though. Like, yo, sister? Nah, cousin. I was like, oh, sister? Yeah, I'm your sister. It's like, biological? No, half. Like full? Nah, half. And it's like, oh my god, cousin? No, grandkid. Like grandniece or whatever. Oh, that's crazy. And then people are having kids like earlier and earlier. I'm like, I know a bunch of people from high school. I mean, yeah, a bunch of people that I knew from elementary school or high school. They have kids now. I'm like,
oh yeah, like I know some of them they got their second kid. I'm like, oh,
good.
They're like,
when did the first one come?
It's just like You had a kid already. Oh, who's this guy?
Oh, you're a parent now? Because some people that you remember that were problematic.
Your
and then you find out they had kids. I'm like, I'm not saying anything, but you have kids? It's like, you're a mom?
You're a mom?
You're a mom? Question mark?
But I like to see them doing well, at least from what I can see. I was like, oh, most of them are doing really well. I mean, it's good. Good on them.
I remember there's this one person in high school that I remember, and he, I think he was like one of those, quote unquote F boys. No, and I remember him clearly from school. Because we had the same class together, and we were on field trips together for Avid. If you have that program, have you heard of it?
Yeah. So my school had it too.
He was in that program with us, and I don't know. He just dropped off like social media for a bit, and then I see him at Walmart. I think earlier in the year in quarantine. I was like, "Yo, what?"
He was like,
"It's just weird seeing them in."
Hey,
like, you're alive?
Person. It was like, oh, I haven't heard anything from you.
I didn't talk to him.
We just recognize people. For me, I usually don't like when people from high school recognize me. I mean, but I feel like,
or people
like in the sense,
people contact you from high school, but you never talked to them in like a long time.
Yeah, it's like
it happened to me twice.
Oh, what did they want to talk about?
No. One of them just was like, oh, how you doing, whatever. It's like, you're very cordial and stuff like that. It's like, oh, that's cool. It's cool. And he has 2 kids or whatever. And it's like, you have white kids? It's like, he's Filipino. I was like, you have kids?
Oh.
I was like, wait, you were the most like, you were like the most free person. Like, like you're like one of those wild people. Like, like you're like the free spirit type people. I was like,
oh.
You have a kid. You have kids, multiple. And then this other person that I barely talk to, and then it's like, hey, so da 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 da. It's like, you're still on island. I was wondering if you wanted to do da 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 da. I was like, it's like a business opportunity.
I get those a lot too, and I'm just like,
oh, so that's why you wanted to talk. I'm like,
I was like, oh,
I thought you actually cared.
Here, I thought you were checking on me during quarantine.
It's like, I thought you actually cared.
I was betrayed.
It's like, yes, you wanted me to be part of your business thing.
I'm like, I'm okay.
I'm okay. No, thank you. Superman no está.
Or I love it when people actually do talk to you just to talk to you, not for a business plan.
Yeah, like the person I told you about earlier, the one about the he has 2 kids, and it's like, oh, how are you doing? Da 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 da. It's like, what you doing now? Da 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 da. It's like, oh, and I was like, oh, he actually just genuinely wanted to talk.
Yeah.
It's like, do you have no other friends? Because it's like, I feel like I'm like the last person a lot of people would think, oh, how is he doing? Especially the people from high school.
Oh, I see. That's how I feel about myself too. It's like, I don't really expect people to even talk to me. Because for the most part, I remember talking to a lot of people I went to high school with.
I remember. Oh, you know what? I remember one of the more favorite people that I met in high school. It was kind of sad to know that they were murdered.
Oh
yeah.
My gosh.
I think you might have heard about it.
Wait, who was this one?
Adele Achan. She was on the news.
Oh, I think I heard that one. And I was just like, oh, that's so sad. Like,
she was murdered by her boyfriend or something.
I was just like, that's wild. Like, it's crazy. Like,
I remember, like, even
like
it was really crazy. I remember even talking to her. I mean, messaging her on Instagram like a couple weeks before that happened. I was like, yo, what the fuck?
That's so shocking. Like, it's so scary to hear someone getting murdered and someone you do know, like, you're friends with. That's so scary.
I was like crazy because anyone that I talked to that knew her from high school, everyone had nothing but good things to say about her because she was one of those people, like, she was like the kindest person. Like, she would just talk to you because, like, if you look like you were just on your own by yourself and like you kind of look like you were like going through something or whatever, she would just like, hey, what's
just
good? Like,
in.
are you good? Like, she would just check up on you. And it's like, yo, she's a dope person, and she's like the life of the party. She was our class president. I was like, yo, everybody loved her. And it was kind of sad. It was like, what?
It's so sad.
I
It's so
was
scary
crazy.
too, because it was her boyfriend. Like,
yeah, like she had a kid with him. I'm like, yo, this is not.
That's so toxic too. At the point that
I don't know. Like, they look happy. I'm like, what's going on? Like, what happened?
Like, what happened? Like,
I was like,
that's
yo,
scary.
That was crazy. I was like, this is like, what?
I was just like, yeah, there's so much unreal things that would happen.
That was like, that was like the one thing that I didn't realize. I was like, whoa.
No. Yeah.
Like, someone that I actually, it was like, is a difference when you hear about someone getting murdered on the news, but then actually knowing the person. I was like,
yeah, it's wild. Like, I can't even fathom like your own friend like gets murdered.
I mean, not even like
or someone you know.
acquaintance. It's like someone that we know. That's someone that was so like part of our like class in a sense, because she was like the life of. She was like the literal like hype man or hype woman of our class. She was like the best person ever. She was like, she got the party going. She got everybody in the spirit and everything. She was awesome. And she cared about everybody. It was crazy. And then just to hear that like out of the blue is like, what?
That's like that's shocking. Like, I can't.
That's so scary too. Like, knowing that like you can't trust everybody that you meet anymore.
It's really like, hard to. Like, a lot of trust
like,
issues
you can't trust.
Come out
you can't even trust the person you had a kid with.
Yeah, like, to think you're. No, that's terrible.
That's like, yo, she didn't deserve that, man. Like, it was.
She didn't. Yeah, no, she definitely did not deserve to die like that. You know, that's crazy.
It's just fucked up. I was like, yo, this is not. Okay, now this is getting depressing. Okay,
I know.
Anything happier? Anything happier? Do you got any?
Let's see. Any good news? Happy news?
Anything happened for you? Anything exciting? Funny? Weird?
Oh, so I'm not too sure if you know, I've been baking so much tarts lately, but I want to actually bake tarts for my office team, but before like for Thanksgiving, but I just didn't have the time and I've been getting really tired. So what I did was I bought them all king size Reese's fast break bars and gave them each a candy bar.
Yo, if I was a person in your group, I'll be like, you know what? Thank you.
Yeah, no, they were very nice about it. You really liked it.
You know what? I didn't eat lunch today. Thank you.
Because we always been working so much. We're like, here you go. It was a fast break bar.
I understand.
Like, here, you can take a fast break.
I mean, I understand. Like, admissions time, people are flooding your guys.
Oh yeah, that's what it feels like right now. But yeah, we'll get through it.
How many people? Like, not giving away anything, but like, how many people out of Ireland were applying?
Oh, I feel like for our campus, for HPU, I feel a majority of our students is just by looking at what I work with. It looks like a bunch of mainland students.
Yeah, because they want to leave. They want to get away.
You want to get away from mainland.
They want to get away from the middle of nowhere, or maybe from their family, and go to a place with beaches and palm trees, and nicer weather. You won't freeze your bits off. Winter comes, it's just a lot of rain.
Like, it's just so interesting because I was like, that makes sense. Because
you see a lot of people and they're just all good-looking people. It's like, man, must be nice.
It's like, wow.
Wow.
I wish that were me.
It's like, wow. So unmotivated now to just even try.
I just live through them.
Oh, that's weird. Okay.
Live vicariously through them.
It's like people watch. Wow,
me. Yeah,
they're pretty.
Awkward hobbies. Awkward hobby right there.
Nah. Yeah, but it's funny. Sometimes I was like, it's like, a lot of people are coming in from different places.
For real though, it's
yeah, and then a lot of people here are trying to get away.
It's either you're trying to come here or trying to leave. That's what I think it is.
Yeah. I feel like that's the reason why my brother wants to leave too. I mean, a whole year of this.
You're like, no more.
No more.
No more.
No me gusta. No me gusta. Lo siento, no me gusta. So I don't want to stay anymore. Thank you. No, thank you.
No. We leave.
I think of what's her name?
Consuelo.
Yeah, Consuelo from Family Guy.
No. I should answer the phone. Yeah, when I talk to someone on the phone. No.
I have so one question I want to ask is, what are some recommendations for, what do you recommend to people to release stress? Because I understand that since you're so busy, I think you have to find ways to try to de-stress or calm down,
just decompress.
What are some of your favorite ways to decompress? I feel like people have different ways. Like some people listen to music to decompress, or some people like to drink a certain type of drink before going to sleep. Or
you mean White Claws?
Oh, I mean,
I'm kidding. I actually like to drink herbal teas just to relax. Like a nice honey lavender tea helps just calm me down.
Okay.
Yeah, I just like to probably listen to some lo-fi in the background.
I
read, since I actually like reading stuff if I can.
Another question then.
Screen all day, yeah.
Okay, so another question then. What is a recommended book for people to read that you've just recently or in recent times have read and would recommend to people?
Oh, it's funny because the books I've been reading were those light novels, those books that started off as just for anime series or manga series where it's actually started off as a novel first, right? So actually Royce has a bunch of them. So I've been reading a few. I think I read Overlord, the first volume of that one. I liked it. I liked the whole fantasy genre world for that. I forgot if it's really an isekai. Because usually for me, I don't really watch isekai anime. But I heard Overlord is really good, so I really like the book, so it might get me to watch the anime for that one. I read Goblin Slayer. That one's pretty graphic. If you're okay, I guess that's pretty crazy with that one. Let's see, what's the other one I think I started just reading Spice and Wolf. I think it's kind of like the best way Royce puts it. The plot, it's just naked economics. I'm like, what? But I'm like, and I was like, I had to is it really what that is? I try to read it.
Naked economics. That sounds like prostitution. Economics.
I was like, but I don't think that's what it is. It's like,
I don't know. It sounds like it sounds like it though.
It sounds like that's what I feel like. It sounds like what it is.
Or someone that profits off nudity or something. I don't know. It sounds like something that.
Because the lady apparently is in the beginning, she wasn't wearing clothes from while I was reading it. I was like, okay.
I see. This is where it's going.
Wolf. Yeah. I was like, but it's not so far. I feel like what it was. It's like this story revolves around a merchant. Then he meets this wolf girl.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. So it's those type of story.
It's like she tags along. I think that Spice and Wolf is really old. I didn't watch it though, but it's been really old. Yeah. And I was like.
Oh, I've been reading novels. Oh, sorry.
Oh yeah, what kind? What have you been?
Well,
that's what I've been
recently,
reading,
because recently I've been just reading. If I had time, I have a book of a collection of stories by Wait, let me try to see if I can find it. I have it in my room.
Oh yeah.
I'll try to see if I can find it because I'm pretty sure I have it. Just 1 second.
Yeah, no problem. Oops.
Aha. I found it. I'm back.
Hey, welcome back.
So,
yeah, you back.
I've been reading sometimes when I have time.
Oh,
the complete short stories of Ernest Hemingway.
Ooh, interesting.
And I kind of got into it because of my creative writing class.
Oh, really? So
you know Professor Odiambo?
Oh, yeah, I had his class before. He had some really good book recommendations, really.
He's like a really good... Because through his class, I've found a lot of good literature or like authors I could really read into, and one of them was this book. And I actually found this book because he specifically had a bunch of his stories for his class. So then this one had a bunch of the recommended stories in it. So I was like, oh, okay, so I'm just gonna get this. And then sometimes I would read it off and on. And then
here and there.
Yeah, here and there.
Let's see, Ernest Hemingway. We'll see that.
I mean, if you're into that kind of like literature, it's sort of like a lot of it like is like stories of like I think a lot of it was just sometimes from experience and a lot of travels that the author probably has done, or it's just a lot of like that kind of scene building that he does with the literature. It's just interesting, the descriptions and everything that he puts into his works, and it was just interesting to read on my off time or something.
Well, good, because it's nice. I find just reading in general, if you can, it feels relaxing to sit down and read.
I wish I had time to read for pleasure.
Same here. If I can, I would love to. Like, I would just like to sit down for a while and just read. Yeah.
How did we get to this point? Like, it was about talking about my project, and then now it went to books.
I guess it's just because we're catching up on a lot of things about life.
Yeah, favorite color. What's your favorite color?
It's green, as you can tell. My headphones. Yeah.
I don't know. My favorite color just bounces because, like, usually
it can change. That's fine. Yeah.
It's weird though. Like, I'm okay with a lot of colors. It's just certain colors I'm not a fan of, or some certain color combinations. But for the most part, my predominant favorite color is red.
Red is a nice color though.
Yeah, but you know, in recent times, it's a negative connotation at the moment.
Oh, right now. That's true. You know, it's a bit
iffy with the color red in this year.
For now.
For now.
In the time being.
Yeah. Some basic questions.
Okay.
Oh, I got one. What is your favorite type of food?
See, that's a hard question.
Like, what is your go-to? Like, whenever you are hungry and you don't know what to eat, what is your default go-to food? Like, you know that you can easily get it and just cook it up or heat it up, and then you're good. You're set. What is your go-to? That's the one.
Oh, man. Oh, that's a good question. Because I know lately, I just been eating a lot of sandwiches. Because we have a Subway downstairs, so I'll get a footlong of something.
Of your working place?
So yeah, at the building I work at, Pioneer Plaza, the lobby floor, because I'm on the 4th floor, they have a Subway downstairs, so I'll just get lunch there. I'll get a big Subway, my footlong, and bring it back upstairs.
Yo, I used to go to Subway a lot for lunch before school.
Because if you think about it, a sandwich can have all the necessary things you need in your meal.
Because like, since I live near Waikele shopping center, I would always stop over at Subway for lunch before going to school if I had like an afternoon class.
Yeah, is it? See, is it? I mean, I think I remember seeing you bring Subway before. I'm like, hey, your food, your lunch.
It's like, I went there so often that the people that work there knew me.
You already know your order, like.
No. I would want to try like.
Oh, you changed it up. Oh, good. Yeah. You changed it up. Me too.
Me, and then you would like know me, and you would greet me when I come
in.
Like,
hi, Roger.
Oh, hi.
Hi.
Like, what can I get for you? I'm like, oh, we're on that basis now. So it's like.
I come here too often now.
like, it's a real problem if you knew my name. It's kind of sad. Well, for me, if I have any leftovers at the house, it's probably just leftovers. But a really good go-to that I usually go for would probably be, it's not a healthy choice, but it's always McDonald's.
Oh, I mean, that's like me and Royce's go-to for breakfast and stuff. We'll get the big breakfast. We would always try to have it cooked at home. Yeah. I mean, I like making homemade breakfast, but if we're not gonna cook, we just gonna make McDonald's.
Like an easy breakfast, just some toast, eggs, and maybe some side of whatever meat you have in the house. It's a good option. Or in anything in your refrigerator type of thing, like if you had some eggs or some leftover vegetables, you can just chop up the vegetables and like cook it in a pan for a bit, make them wilt, and then add the eggs and scramble them with salt and pepper. You're good. You're set.
That's true. But I guess when I sleep over at Royce's house, we don't really cook much. Like if I was to be at my house,
is it like a fridge empty situation?
Oh, it's funny. Sometimes his dad's a really good cook, to be honest. But it's just maybe he gets tired of eating leftovers. I will eat it. Like it looks good. Like his dad will make.
It's like it's like if you're gonna eat it, I will.
Yeah, I was like, why didn't you just tell me you have food at home?
And he's like, nah, I'm tired of eating it.
I was like, his dad was a good cook. I was like, I will come by and take your leftovers if you guys don't want.
Or like Hot Pockets. Oh my god, Hot Pockets. Whoever invented. The inventor of Hot Pockets. Yes. Praise be the inventor of Hot Pockets, especially pizza Hot Pocket. Pepperoni and cheese.
That's classic. Like the best one. You can't go wrong with the pizza Hot Pocket.
And the only reason why I said Hot Pockets is because my brother made a stromboli DiGiorno.
Ooh, that sounds good.
And it just smells so good right now in here. And it just smells like pizza.
Pizza.
God. Oh my god.
One though.
I know, like, have you ever thought of a food long enough that you just start craving it for a bit?
Oh yeah. No, definitely. I get that all the time. If I'm thinking about sushi, I want to get sushi if I can.
I had like that. I had like a craving for sushi because I was thinking of like sushi, and it's like, yo, I'm kind of hungry for sushi now.
It's like I kind of want that right now if I could.
Or like, I watched this new YouTube. Well, not new, but I watched this YouTube channel. I think you would like it if you're into food that way. Just like food in general. I like it just because it's just so entertaining because it's also funny as well. But it's called Sorted.
Sorted. Okay.
Yeah, Sorted. Just the word Sorted, and then their logo is just a yellow circle with a white S in it.
Oh, I see it. Okay.
It's a good show. I mean, it's a good channel. Like, it's just a bunch of friends, normal people and chefs, try out different food items and gadgets and stuff like that. All the same, trying to make it accessible for people to do at home. That kind of thing. And
that sounds cool.
Yeah, like explore the world of food. It's probably one of my favorite. That's probably one of my top channels I watch while I've been stuck here, or like while I've been at home for a majority of the time, was either watching Sorted, watching Smosh. There was also another YouTuber, TJ Petraka, and then Carly and Aaron. So Carly and Aaron, they're part of the Vlog Squad with David Dobrik.
Oh, interesting.
So they're part of the vlog squad. So then TJ Petraka is the boyfriend, or no, fiance, I should say. They were gonna get married this year, but so sad they got canceled because they were supposed to get married, but then it got canceled and moved and canceled and moved, and now I don't know. It's up in the air, but that for now. But like I love their channel because it's so organic. I feel like their chemistry works so well together, and they have funny moments. It's fun.
Sweet.
And then they did a whole RV trip from California to Massachusetts, I think.
Oh.
Because that's where their family lives in the East Coast. So it was fun to watch. So that was one of the other things. And then I did say, I did recommend you 2 artists that I've been following for a while. I think it was Slew and 1000.
Oh yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, so those 2 also have YouTube channels. And they also have really cool art content that I think you would like.
YouTube. I might have put it on. I swear I did.
Yeah, so they both have, and then the merch that 1000 has is pretty dope. I mean, like, no, like, this is not like promotion for nothing, but like, to the camera, these are really good creators. You should follow. They're so good. Not spawn, but they're just dope. They're just dope people. These are dope channels. Carly and Aaron, TJ Petraka, Sorted, Smosh, OGs.
Get into this.
End, Ride or Die, Till the End, City Girls. My God, so much good music came out though.
I feel like that's like something I could be happy about in 2020 with music.
I did purchase the Declan McKenna vinyl for his album Zeros.
Oh.
And it was a good purchase. Let me tell you, it was a good purchase. I recommend the album Zeros. It's on my playlist, so if you ever listen to it, it's just.
You just look at it, but like, boop, it's on here.
I don't know. I just love a lot of UK artists at the moment, or a lot of pop artists at this moment in time, and rap, pop, and UK artists. Alec Benjamin apparently has been my go-to for 2020. Apparently.
Oh yeah, your stuff said Alec Benjamin. I was like, oh, nice, okay, he got it.
I know.
Yes.
He's really good though.
It's like, I just like the reason why I love using Spotify.
Okay,
a lot,
you know what? That's my answer. That's my answer for that other question. Man Crush Mondays. If I had to pick one, it would be Alec Benjamin. Excuse me. It would be because it's such good music. It's like molto bello. Yeah, it's so fucking good. I don't know. It's the type of music you listen to in your feels. It's like in your feels music. It's good. It's good.
The perfect touch when I'm in in the mood, you know.
My brother said that he made another one. I'm just gonna go and quickly grab it because I think it's done.
Oh yeah, no worries.
Wait, hold on.
No. You're good. No worries.
So what he meant was there's only one left. There's only one left. It's not cooked, but there's only one left, which is this one, which this is so good. This is so good. And it's DiGiorno.
Good.
It's DiGiorno. It's not delivery.
No.
It's not delivery. DiGiorno, man. I'm gonna heat it up later, but I want to finish this up first.
Oh yeah, no worries.
It's been so nice talking to you.
Aw.
Talking to people.
Just talking to a person.
It's like it's talking to
acting
people.
up with people. It's like it's a person.
2020 be acting up. And I be that auntie that beats your ass because you acting up. 2020 needs to go. 2020
I know.
Go.
I was like, will Corona just walk away after 2020? That'd be nice.
That'd be nice. But
we all know that's not really a thing. But I would
anti-vaxxers are gonna make sure of that. Anti-vaxxers are just gonna make sure that it just continues and continues.
Do you want to be sick? Do you want to deal with it?
I don't know. Okay, so I think I should do an outro for this video. So, you want to help? You want to be a part of it?
Okay, how do I be a part of an outro? I really don't know how this works. So, what were you going to do?
I mean, you just gotta like and subscribe to the channel. And then you can plug in your whatever's. Anything you want.
Yeah, it's okay. They don't need my handle, but if they do want to follow or be friends on Instagram, it's at Ikimadori if they want to add me, and we'll see if we can be friends.
It'll be in the description. Like and subscribe to the channel for more videos. I mean, I don't know if I'm gonna continue or not, but
who knows? But
I might. So this is the last video of my project, and so
I'm so happy for you. You got through this project. You got all
I just don't know if they want to
done.
go through. I don't know if someone wants to watch 2 hours, 41 minutes, 36, 37, 38, 39. This is a long video. I didn't realize it was.
It's like
this was a 2 hour
really
long
raw.
video.
This is a really raw footage of just chatting.
This is basically a live stream.
This is just live streaming. Yes.
I mean, I don't.
With no audience.
There's no audience. Hi.
It's just us. We are the audience for each other.
Yeah. Well, I guess this is goodbye for now.
I know. No worries. We should definitely do this sometime. Maybe if I'm ever home on the weekend, if I'm not out with Royce, then I'll probably just be home.
You should.
Yeah.
Okay, so. Okay, again, like and subscribe to the video. Like and subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment on what I should do for a video, because I am not creative like that. Thank you very much. And it's just so great to see you. Thank you for participating. And have a great night.
I know, you too, and happy holidays.
You
we
too.
Don't know anytime soon. We'll see.
You know what? I might send you a gift. Maybe. Depending on how this
addresses. Oh, wait, I have your address.
Yeah, I have
your
yours.
Envelope still.
And I have your text message. I have your message, so.
Who knows?
The Secret Santa.
We'll
you know who we are, but I'll surprise you maybe.
We'll be like, if you get something from Amazon, that may or not be from me. That may or maybe not be from me.
It may or may not be a lightsaber that you can record your own audio, or a slinky, or maybe
who knows,
or maybe a singing pickle.
Is it
for no apparent reason? Because I saw it on a video and I wanted to try that shit out, and it's a singing pickle. I don't know.
Oh my gosh, let's all get singing pickles as a gift. Everyone gets a pickle.
Everyone just gets a pickle. You get a pickle.
You get a pickle. Everyone gets a pickle.
Or maybe just like a random I don't know, maybe. Or maybe I go out to like really cheap stores and curate a box of goodies.
Goodies are nice too.
Secret box.
What's in the box?
Okay, I think this has been drawn out long enough. Okay, bye.
Okay.
It's already 11 o'clock and I still need to edit.
Same. I gotta do stuff before bed. Maybe make some breakfast for tomorrow. Nah. Or just sleep. Sleep is good. I gotta work.
Sleep and then you know what? There's nothing wrong with just eggs. You know?
For eggs breakfast. Is great though.
Eggs just
eggs is good.
Eggs is
quick
good.
Breakfast. All right, but you take care. Bye.
Okay.
Okay.